You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Nicotina's mom! Oh, yeah! Nicotina's mom!
Poindexter, you're getting all excited.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me all in the lounge tonight. Now, look, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that you enjoy, if those are things that get you going in the morning, if those are things that get you up bright and early and you grab a cup of coffee or you know, your favorite Danish, as it were, you know, maybe a Pop-Tart that you melt some butter on, because that's absolutely delicious, then please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so that you're aware when we put out new videos, because we're constantly putting out new content for you. And we love each and every one of you, and we're glad to have you along for the ride. Well, folks, it has been a spectacular weekend. I was going to do a show last night, but I was so exhausted from my day yesterday that I just absolutely fell asleep. And so I figure, you know, we'll come in hot and heavy tonight, well rested and ready to do a good show for you. And I hope that you are all ready as well. It's been a great weekend. Hey, we had both of the Rays here on Saturday night. If you missed that show, you got to go back and watch that show. All 2.5 hours of it, just planned on 2 hours, but excuse me, but man, 2.5 hours. Ray Fisher, Ray Porter were here on the lounge, in the lounge, I should say. And what a great and just fun stream to be a part of, to talk to those guys. I mean, those guys have both done Shakespeare. They're good friends. They were asking questions of each other. I a couple times I just got to sit back and just enjoy the conversation and the banter going on between the two of them. And then not only that, but also out of that, at the end, we got to hear Ray Fisher's dark side impersonation, and then Ray Porter did his dark side voice. So we had dueling dark sides here on the program, folks. It was spectacular. We got to talk spoilers of the Snyder Cut with Cyborg and Darkseid. I tell you what, when I look back on the history of this channel and I think about how we started off literally just me and Tiffany, like sitting on the couch, just talking about Sharknado one day. And then to have this weekend, we had Darkseid and Cyborg here in the lounge talking about the Snyder Cut and the future of the Snyder Cut and the future of the Snyderverse and the movie in general. Man, I'm just blown away. And so I want to say thank you to all of you who have made that possible, and everyone who is a part of the lounge. I want to say thank you to all of our members. Thank you guys for putting your trust in us and for supporting us. And also thank you to all of our Patreon supporters, all of our patrons. You guys are fantastic as well. We really, truly appreciate all of you because you guys are fantastic, and I couldn't ask for better people who watch us. And even if you just watch the channel, I'm thankful for you. I'm so thankful for, because without you, I'm like I've said many times, I'm staring at a camera, I'm staring at a wall. It may be a wall full of toys, but it's still a wall, and the toys don't listen. I mean, they'll listen. They only talk back sometimes. And most of the time it's when I'm not in the room. But look, I'm very, very thankful for you guys. You guys are a tremendous community that has just grown over time, and I'm just glad to have you guys around. It's fun to have you guys around. You guys make this adventure so worth doing and so much fun. And I encourage you to do a couple things. First of all, go join the Discord. If you're part of the channel and you subscribe and all things, go join our Discord. Our Discord is so much fun. People are having a ball over there. Cylon Scotty has made such a great environment over there for everyone, I just hear comment after comment about how great it is, about how much fun it is. And so go do that. Also, I want to say a thank you to all of you, because the reason why we had Ray Fisher and Ray Porter here on Saturday night was part of the hashtag Us United charity fund stream for AFSP and for Autumn Snyder. And man, you guys came through in such a way. We raised about $1,300 for the AFSP. $1,300 on this show alone on Saturday night for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Guys, that's what it's all about. That's really what it's all about. It's all about us coming together and being a positive influence and doing positive things. And that's why everybody who ever comes at me and says, oh, it's a toxic fandom. It's a toxic fandom who wants the Snyder Cut and who wanted the Snyder Cut now wants the Snyderverse. You're just a bunch of toxic bullies and stuff. And, I even had to talk to somebody. You all know my good friend. And I always love having him on the show. But, he's not here tonight. It's been a while. He got a job. And he's kind of been having to adult it a little bit here, adult it up lately. But my good friend Dawson, seen here playing Beat Saber, as you can see, very, very cool dude. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell it right here, but he's a really cool dude. He's a really cool guy. But Dawson and I, we were having a conversation with somebody today on a Facebook page that is dedicated to Superman. It's supposed to be dedicated to Superman. And I'm always amazed sometimes at some of these people who, they come at you really hot and heavy. And this guy was, complaining about the Snyderverse. We're going to be talking about the Snyderverse tonight. We're going to be talking about the results that have come about because of and some of the numbers for the Snyder Cut. But they were saying that there were people who came at him, and there were death threats and different things like that. And look, I apologize to him for that if that was true and if that was really a thing. It's hard to tell sometimes if people are just trying to cause issue and trying to cause a divide amongst the fans. But I want to encourage all of you, everyone who's been part of this movement, everyone who has stood up for Zack and his family and come together and done things like this last Saturday night and raised funds for the AFSP and different things. Stay positive. Keep your chin up. Don't allow people to come in and divide us, especially now. Now is the time where we need to come together even more tight-knit. We need to stand united. Just as we just watched in the Snyder Cut, as Batman said, as Bruce Wayne told everyone, look, he's never fought us. Not us united. So I just want to encourage you all, because you guys are so fantastic and you guys have been so great. Let's stand together to restore the Snyderverse, but let's do it in a positive way. Remain positive, because we are not going to win this battle by hating something. We're going to win this battle by showing our love for something. And that's what we've done. That's how we got the Snyder Cut. No matter what anybody says, at the end of the day, we know what we have been a part of. We know what this fandom stands for. You know what this fandom stands for. I know what this fandom stands for. And yes, there's always going to be some rebel element in every fandom or any situation. Political party, what have you. There's always going to be that element. But we know what we've stood for. And we've stood for the right, and we've stood for something good and wholesome and true. That's why I put it in my song, Associate Producer, which you can find here on the channel. My song about the Snyder Cut and everything that we've worked for. And that's what one of the lines of the song. All the fans came together for something pure, confident and sure we did endure. We came together with the AFSP and behind Zack and his family. And so I just want to say a special thank you to all of you for remaining that way. And look, if you're taking it to a negative place, please just back off. Just don't do that. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight and about how we can do some things, to do it. You know, like there's a difference in how you approach things. For example, like, you know, going on and I know that there's been some who have felt that they needed to go online and give, like, you know, Godzilla versus Kong a 1 point rating or something like that, to try to bring down its score. And, you know, that's things where let's not attack something else. You know, what you can do is you can speak with your time, right? So maybe instead of watching, you know, Kong and Godzilla for the first week or two, watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's a peaceful way that you can do that without causing a false harm to something else. You know, we can show that even in the midst of a movie that has been highly anticipated, like Kong and Godzilla, that the fans of the Snyder Cut have continued to watch the Snyder Cut. You know, that we continue to have it playing in our houses while we're, you know, doing things around the house. I know while I've been fixing up my my office here, you know, here in the lounge, trying to get some new equipment in and different things, you know, I've got it playing in the background, listening to it, you know, and paying attention to it, especially the Justice's Gray edition. You know, I mean, it's just it's great. It's really cool to look at that. But, you know, like I said, let's stay positive. Don't attack something else, you know, and we're going to even talk about the new DC films coming for, you know, for instance. And, you know, we talked about this with Ray Porter and with Ray Fisher on Saturday night. Look, they were in the movie, you know, Ray Fisher, look what all Ray Fisher's gone through, you know, and all the attacks that he's suffered and everything that has happened to him. And even he was saying, look, be positive. Right? Don't take a negative stance on things. Don't attack things like that, but be positive in your protest or whatever. You know, it's not that we have to destroy all this new slate of movies, for example, that are coming out from DC. We don't have to tear all that down to continue the Snyderverse. We want our seat at the table. If it's a multiverse, we want our seat at the table. And how are we going to get that seat at the table? By being positive, being fair, but also, yes, being stern, being steadfast in our goals. So that's just what I want to encourage you all to do. Be steadfast in your goals, be steadfast in what you believe and what you know, and be positive, right? And let's make a difference. Let's make a difference. We're going to talk about the difference that you've already made here in the last couple of weeks in restoring the Snyderverse. Real quick, I do want to look at the chat and just say hello to everybody as I see here. Wow. It's almost 100 comments so far. So you're going to get me. I'm not gonna be able to hit everybody, but what's up, Anchorman, Ultimate Blaze? If they didn't give numbers today, they never will. Well, we've got some numbers. They may not be giving numbers, but we've got some numbers from outside sources and knowing what they're doing. All right. And we've also got some guests here tonight. So, so we got it. We got this. We got this. You and I got this. We're going to keep having this. They can't take this away from us because it is here for sure. What's up, Daniel? What's up, James? What's up, Tis I? Shri, what's up, Barcelona B? Always good to see you. Thank you. And you know what? Yes, Barcelona. You know what? I almost completely forgot to mention this. I almost forgot to complete. I've almost, you know, I'm so excited for all the other things that we've accomplished, you know, with the funds and everything that we raised and everything. But yes, we went over 11,000 subscribers this weekend. Oh, how awesome is that? That is just so awesome. Awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. I don't know. I just love that. And yes, thank you guys so much. Thank you all for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge in that way, man. That just makes me feel so good to know that you guys love it. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. And thank you, Barcelona, for reminding me. Yes, we went over 11,000 subscribers, on our way to 12 and on our way to infinity and beyond. Yes. Thank you, Black Ops. Thank you so much. It's a good time to be a nerd. It is definitely a good time to be a nerd. Cylon likes the music, says we're going to go on an adventure with Jack Sparrow. Yes, we might just do that. You never know. What's up, Outlaw? Good to see you. What's up, Edward? Good to see you. Nicotina Show. Hey, man, I sent you a link if you want to jump in. So feel free. We're going to go over all this stuff. If you didn't see it, let me know. But I did send you one. What's up? You do suck. Love the name as always. What's up, H Barts? Hope you're doing well tonight. Kermit here. Hey, Kermit the frog. Oh, man, see, I got a frog in my throat. If I had a cricket drop, I would probably play it right now. Excuse me, I actually do. But hi, Kermit the Frog here. What's up, Sophie? Good to see you. Crush it! Oh my gosh, look at it's Crush It. Dude, we've missed you, man. What's going on? Crush It. Good to see you. Andrew Christie in the house. Oh my Diaz in the house. I'll eat a Pop-Tart now, just not with butter. Dude, have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? It's so freaking good. Have you ever put butter on a Pop-Tart? If you haven't, then I think you should. It is so good, especially strawberry and apple cinnamon. Without frosting, though. Without frosting. Sean C. Yes. Gave you a window to watch Justice is Gray. Good. All right. I'm going to skip through here because otherwise I won't get to anybody. What's up, Aditya? With 100, I believe this was Indian rupees, if I remember right. Thank you so much. Says, love the stream with Rays. Hashtag Us United fundraiser stream was a success. Yes. Congrats, Enosh and Tiff. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, we got a new member of the channel. Welcome. Okay, so I'm hoping I get this right. I'm hoping I pronounce this right. Is it Oki or Okai? I hope that I hope one of those are right. I try to get people's names right because my name is Enosh, but without hearing it, sometimes you don't know what it is. But hey, welcome. I'm so glad to have you as a member. Thank you for trusting us with your membership here at the channel. I appreciate you guys. And also this weekend we will, I promise you, Saturday, we will have our members and Patreon subscriber streams. Okay. I promise. So I will put that out tomorrow. It's been a crazy couple of weeks around here. What's up, Cylon? Scotty with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. Says, love this community. Thank you all for being so awesome, fun, and a positive element in my life. You guys, make sure you show Scotty some love. I've said it over the last few weeks. He has single-handedly saved the lounge. He is my Superman. He is my superhero for sure. And when my computer went down and everything, he made sure to get us back up and running. And that's what we're doing now. And so I'm very, very thankful to Scotty for sure. And yes, Daniel says, hit that like button. Hey, if you're here, go ahead and hit that like button. Give us a like. All right. What's up? Mark Byers with a $4.99 super chat says, hey, Enosh, Zack Snyder has turned me into a Superman fan. Heck yeah, baby. I love it. I love it, Mark. I hear that you're a fan too. So I'm wondering if you have any suggestions for me to read. You know what? I will tell you the best place to start is with the death. Well, I mean, look, you could start a lot of different places, actually. There is a mini series from 1986. John Byrne in 1986 for DC Comics, he rebooted Superman. Okay. And there's a mini series called Man of Steel. And I think it's like a 6-issue mini series. That's an excellent place to start because it will set the tone for Superman for you for everything that comes after that. And then that run all the way from 86 all the way to about 96, 97 is absolutely fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I mean, story after story after story. And in that, of course, in 1993 was the Death of Superman storyline and then the Reign of the Superman. We just gave that whole thing away. You just missed it. I literally gave away a set of everything from the death of Superman through the funeral, through the rebirth of Superman, all that stuff. We just gave that away. And our good friend RJ Resonant Justice won that. So that is a great place to start, though, is with that Superman miniseries. Like I said, it's called Man of Steel. And then everything that came out after that was all numbered. So it was like a weekly comic. You know, there were 3 different titles for a while, and then they released a 4th title. So there were Superman, Adventures of Superman, Superman in Action Comics, and then eventually they made an actual title called Superman, Man of Steel. And all 4 of those titles were running by the time Superman died. And so it was every week you got a new Superman book, and they were all connected. So it wasn't like just one came out here and then one came out there next month or whatever. Each one of those had a running storyline in them. That's what was very unique about that. Each title had a running storyline actually within it. So Man of Steel had a storyline, a sub storyline. Adventures had a storyline. Superman had a storyline. And Action Comics had a storyline, but there was the complete storyline that was running through them. It was absolutely fabulous. So, hey, do that and then let me know how that works for you. And you can find those on eBay or other places, just at your local comic store. If you just go and tell them you want the 86 John Byrne, Byrne, excellent stuff. And that pretty much has been the basis for what Zack Snyder did. If you read that, because Clark was the real guy. So thank you, Mark. Appreciate you for that. Real quick, Whitaker Canton here with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Says Warner Brothers can't keep ignoring that Zack Snyder's Justice League is a massive success. They will make a lot of money if they release Justice League 2 and 3, and it would be stupid for them not to. Whitaker, I completely agree with you. You're absolutely right, man. And we're going to keep fighting for it. We are going to keep fighting for it. We are not going to let this go. So, all right. Yeah, they don't have it yet. Yep. But you know what? That's the thing is I'm going to wait. And I have it on good authority that there are other people, maybe who are even in the movie, who are just going to silently just wait. I mean, they're excited about Godzilla versus Kong, but they're just going to wait and they're going to, watch Justice League. But yeah, Whitaker, I completely agree with you, man. It's a great success, and they would be fools. Anchorman, yes, your life matters, buddy. You know that. What's up, Chubby Teddy Monster? Hey, Chubby Teddy, guess what? I talked to my grandma. We got the pop signed, and Patty Jenkins is going to be on her way to you tomorrow. So yes, absolutely. What's up, Fan? Good to see you. Yep. Let's not be jerks about it, for sure. Let's be positive. Mindful. Hello. Boomstick. Hello. Good to see some of you guys here. The lovely Tiff-tastic is here in the chat. Good to see Tiff up there watching. H Bart's here with a $2 super chat. Says King Shark is rated R. Patrick Star. Yes. And you know what? And that's the thing is I know it's I like it. I like it. We don't have to hate everything that's coming out just because we love Zack Snyder's work. There's room for all of it. And so, plus, like I've said before, anything you put Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn in, I'm going to love it, just because every time I see her, I just get a big grin on my face. Super Cam knows Burns' Man of Steel is the best retelling of his origin in comics. Absolutely. And it hits everything. I mean, it hits Lex Luthor. It hits Lois, his relationship with Lois. It hits Bizarro, where he came from, all of that stuff. Excellent stuff for sure. Just got a couple more and I'll bring my guests in. What's up? Kuldeep with a $5 super chat said, hi, Enosh. As a fan, Alienware selling Martian Manhunter and Cyborg themed laptops for Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 would be great marketing for Zack Snyder's Justice League 2. What do you think? Yeah, man. Look, I mean, I think both of those things would be great, man. Look, you can tell I'm a collector. I love stuff. I love collecting stuff, and I love having themed items. So absolutely, man, I am right there with you, brother. Bring on the tie-ins for sure. And what's up, Proby here? Proby1236 with a $20 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Says hashtag restore the Snyderverse, but seeing fans hashtag some important tweets such as stop Asian hate and stuff with the hashtag and not acknowledge the tweet and then attack Snyder fans, calling them out. Just WNA say need to be hashtag united. I'm not quite understand that last part there, but I get the point of what you're saying. Yes, that's the thing, guys. Unfortunately, there's been some people. Look, I understand you're passionate. I understand people are passionate and they're excited about this, and a lot of people were very upset over the fact that what was said last week by Ann Sarnoff, and it was a kick in the gut. And I think that a lot of people responded wanting to punch back. Yes, we do need to hit hard coming back, but we have to do it in the right way. And that's not to overtake important issues that are going on in the world. At the end of the day, these are superhero movies, right? At the end of the day, these are superhero comic book characters. We have to put things into perspective. And so, yes, let's keep those perspectives, right? And real quick, H Barts with a $5 super chat says, who would you have play Bizarro, Cavill or someone else? You know what? I'd want Cavill to do it. I'd want Cavill to do it all day long. I think that Cavill could pull double duty. And I mean, it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be, the evil version of Superman, or I mean, the I won't say evil because he's not really evil. He's kind of just the distorted version of Superman. So there you go. All right. Yes, you're welcome, Chubby. Chubby won our giveaway for the Patty Jenkins pop vinyl figure. And man, I had this month, but I don't know where it is. I got two things that I'm giving away this month. Yes, but he wanted my grandma to sign it. And so it's been hard. There's a couple times that I got together with my grandma, but we didn't have the right pen for her to sign it with and all that stuff. And so, but now we do. And you'll be having that on its way to you, my friend. All right, guys, because yes, when we give stuff away here at the channel, you actually get it. And so we've got some great, cool things coming up that we will be giving away very, very, very soon. All right. Before I do anything else, I'm going to bring in my guests because they have been very, very patient in the back here, and I'm grateful to have them. But I do want to say, first of all, where was it? There was a comment that I was going to bring up, and now I can't find it. I can't find it. Oh well. Well, I'm sure it'll come back up. It was about Harley Quinn. All right, ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome? You love him. I love him. He's always a bright and shining part of every stream that he's a part of, and I'm glad to have this guy on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Brian, Master None. What's up, Brian?
Not much, man. Just another beautiful day here in the lounge, hanging out. Gonna talk some restore the Snyderverse action.
Absolutely, man. Lots of stuff going on. Lots of
Suicide Squad. Huh? Yeah.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, the guy who always reminds us that he's a big Marvel fan, but said that the Snyder Cut was on par with Avengers for him. That's huge, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. We're gonna try to keep him coherent for the first 2 hours of the show. Maybe I don't know. Just mess with him. I always love messing with this guy, ladies and gentlemen. Tony, aka Ray. I can't see your whole name on here. So what was it? Ray the drunken what now?
Canadian, I guess.
Yeah, Ray the drunken. Yeah, the drunk in Canadian. The drunk in Canadian.
Kind of like an apostrophe there, but it wasn't there. So
gotcha. Yeah,
no one else that I could spell. So right.
Well, you are from Canada, eh? So
I just thought it was one of those like Russian.
And if I don't bring the Marvel perspective, we're gonna have to start calling this the Poindexter DC Lounge. Okay, so it's pretty much that now. Like, you guys got to get off your soapboxes. It's a place for nerds. There are other nerd things.
I watched episode 1 tonight of Falcon and Winter Soldier, and you know what, that's not fair also, because we do watch parties we just haven't got to Falcon and Winter Soldier yet because we haven't been around for the last couple of weeks, but I watched but we did it for WandaVision and everything, and so we'll be picking up this week actually for Falcon and Winter Soldier. I just had to catch up, but I watched episode 1 and it was good. I liked it. The only thing I didn't like about it was in the first 10 minutes Falcon killed all the villains. And I just couldn't help but thinking, man, if this happened in a DC show, everybody would be losing their freaking minds right now. And
hey, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the show. So I know I'm a Marvel guy, but no. Hey, that doesn't actually float my boat. Sorry, I'm not a fan of either of those. Well, Anthony Mackie, I've met him on a personal level. Don't like the guy. I think he's a douche.
Wow.
Sorry, I said that out loud, but yeah, no, I'm not a fan of him, and he turned me off actually watching anything that he's in, because on a personal level, I don't think he's a good human being.
Why did you say that?
I've sat right next to him, man, and yeah.
I am sorry to hear that, man. But
hey, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion, man.
Before we show the numbers here real quick, we're going to go over a couple of your guys' comments, and then we're going to show the numbers of what came out this weekend we're going to go over a lot of things, folks. We're going to go over the numbers that Bloomberg released for the Snyder Cut. We're also going to talk about what it did up there in Canada for you there, my friend. And also, what did Warner Brothers think of Ben Affleck's DC debut in Batman v Superman? We're going to talk about that. And then also in Australia, we got a lot of Australian viewers, and the Australian government's officials, there was an Australian government official whose anime figures and a Joker statue was declared a psychological hazard because he had them in his office, which hits home for me because people see my office and they don't always get what I do. So we got some stuff to talk about. But first, my Matt Jarbo is bigger than your Matt Jarbo. With a $5 super chat says, this is the artist. See, I get it now. Okay, it makes a whole lot more sense. I mean, we're talking about ball sacks and stuff. This is the artist formerly known as Tom Hanks Ballsack 69. And as an Asian American myself, stop anti-Asian racism and restore the Snyderverse. I'm right there with you, man, no matter what your name is. Even though you make us smile and you make us laugh, that's a very serious point, and a point well taken for sure. Thank you so much, man. Whitaker Caton with a $2 super chat says, Zack Snyder has the greatest fans ever. I'll tell you what, man. A lot of people came together for this, and a lot of people are still coming together. And, even though we talked about last week that this was kind of a kick in the gut this last week, we rebound, man. We get right back up. We get our composure about ourselves, and we're going forward. Oh, Proby, again, man, you could have just told me, but hey, thank you for the $5 super chat, man. It says WNA was short for wanna or want to be. LOL. Had to fit it in.
We're getting old.
I know. No, I appreciate that, Proby. I get you now, man. I get you,
man. IDK.
Right, I get you. Thank you so much, Proby. And then Supercam1721 with a $5 super chat says, "Sup, Enosh? Sup, Supercam? Good to see you, man." Says, "I'm not watching Godzilla vs. Kong on HBO Max, only in theaters, and have Zack Snyder's Justice League play at my house. You think I should wear my release the Snyder Cut shirt and hat to watch it?" Yes, absolutely. You know what? That's the thing. My theater just opened up, so what I'm probably going to do is go watch Godzilla vs. Kong at the theater, and then like you said, I've just had Zack Snyder's Justice League on repeat. Like I said, as I'm cleaning the room, as I'm doing stuff, man, I got it going on, constantly, because it's that good. It's that good, and I just want to keep watching it. And every time I watch it, I find a little something else. It just, it's fine dining. It's the fine dining of superhero movies, folks. Proby also with a $5 super chat says, ever since I started watching, Brian has been here. Couldn't tell whose channel it was. LMAO. Brian, a ride of die. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Brian, you actually used to be Max's sidekick for like the longest time. And I just kind of commandeered you.
It's true. Consistency is king.
Well, I love Brian. Brian, when I first met Brian over on Max's channel, you really didn't get a chance to say that much, man.
No, it's so funny. It reminds me of Eddie. Omar Diaz has been in the chat for the last couple of days, and I'm like, he's like, I don't want to interrupt. And I'm like, interrupt. I'm in the private chat, just like, dude,
absolutely,
say it or you won't get it in, man. Trust me.
Absolutely. So I love having Brian on. Look, all the people that we have on, I love meeting new people. You know what, we have, I hope that you all feel like we always have a great list of guests here for you. And I love the fact that it's a revolving door. Yeah, Brian's been a staple mark lately, and I've loved having him on. Always brings some levity to everything. And I love how last week, Brian, I love to see you this week, man. You're smiling. Look at you. Look at you. You seem like a happy Brian.
A lot of light off that forehead, though. A lot of light off that forehead right now.
Oh, I know, man. I need to start. I gotta wear.
I love you, Brian. I love you.
Dude, when I shaved my head and I was like, oh my god, dude, I got nothing up top. Oh man.
Oh my god.
I'm rocking the Captain Picard.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
An island in the sun, my friend. An island in the sun.
Then you get on the sun.
So I'm going to get COVID tested tomorrow.
Uh-oh.
7 of my friends have it. And in BC today, we just got shut down by midnight tonight till April 19th.
Oh, no.
Everything was great. It's sunny. It's nice. I play golf. It's warm. And yeah, I'm gonna go get the old swab in the nose tomorrow. It's gonna be wonderful.
Oh boy.
Well, hey, I hope all that goes well for you, and I hope you stay healthy and
too, man.
and stay well. All right, got a couple more here. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anybody because Barcelona said I missed somebody, and I did go back and look. I think I got him. So you guys, that's another great thing about having Brian here. Is Brian also he pulls double duty when he's here. He's a producer. He's a true producer, folks. He keeps me aware of super chats too, and so I appreciate also that you guys in the chat keep me aware of it as well. So thank you, Barcelona. Appreciate you doing that. Crush it. Also to be known as the Milee Store, which you guys can find. We're still linked down in our description where you can. That's where I got this hat. Was the Milee Store. Great store on eBay. And you get a 10% discount if you mention the Poindexter Lounge. So there you go. They got toys, they got regular stuff, everything in between. It says, if Zack gets Justice League 2 and 3, do you think he should change his story a little? Because we know most of it. Wouldn't you want to see something you don't know? By the way, I have some Superman comics on my eBay. Yes, he does. Go get those. So Crush It. Actually, yes, he's already talked about that those stories are not what's going to be in if he does get to do Justice League 2 and 3, which I'm just telling you guys, it's a waiting game. That's all this is. I've been blessed to talk to a couple of people about some things, and I'm just telling you, there's a waiting game going on right now, and a little bit of posturing. Got to do the posturing thing, but yeah, we already know, Crush It, that it will be different, and something that is drastically changed is the fact that they had originally said that Superman was going to be raising a child that was Batman and Lois's, and that's not going to be the case because he has confirmed that Lois was pregnant with Superman's child in Zack Snyder's Justice League. We see the pregnancy test, and she indeed was pregnant. And so that was also part of that was something, actually, another thing that I totally missed is that they're saying that actually one of the things that calmed Superman down in Heroes Park is when Lois came up and he could hear the heartbeat of the child. That kind of brought him back as well. So I'm telling you right now,
I like that.
I like that a lot, actually. Yeah.
That makes, you know what? This whole movie made way more sense than the first one anyway. So I talked to somebody about it today, and he was like, "What? Why?" And I had to tell him why exactly Zack Snyder had to leave the project, and he had no idea. And he was like, "It seems like it's Cyborg's movie," and I'm like, "It sure does, doesn't it? It makes so much more sense now, doesn't it?" It's like when you only see the small part of it at the end. I was like, because I was always thinking, what the hell are these mother boxes? Like when I watched the first one, I was like, they didn't really give me a really good explanation of what they are.
Yeah.
Then you watch this one and you're like, oh, I get it. I get it all now. No, I didn't have to ask. I didn't have to come onto your channel and go, Enosh, at 3 hours and 41 minutes, what the hell did he mean by this? Like, because in the first one, I kind of would have had to have done that, but I would have said, Enosh, first 2 minutes of the movie, what the hell does this mean? Like,
exactly.
Yes, it was 4 hours, and everybody can be caught up about the 4 hour deal. I didn't even really notice it, honestly. I've had a few friends that watched it in 2 parts. Cool. Probably could have been a 2-part movie. That still would have been cool. But yeah, no, I'm with you on it.
Yeah. Let's see here. A couple of things. Chubby Teddy Monster. I don't know the 112 collective Snyder Cut figures. I don't know if I know what those are. Chubby, can you please send me a link? Please send me a link. What's up, Drabwalker? Hello, Luke. Good to see you, man. I don't collect X-Men figures, Daniel. I love the X-Men, but I'm when it comes to my collection stuff, as far as comic book stuff, I've got a Deadpool. I don't know that I really have many other. There's been a couple Spider-Man figures that I've wanted, but I really don't have a lot of Marvel figures that I can really think of. Honestly, but I'm always willing to entertain one. If you guys ever want to send one, you guys can send one my way, because I do love the X-Men. I love Wolverine and others. And Jason Granger, my good friend Jason Granger, this guy's a huge Superman fan with a $4.99 super chat, says Snyder Cut is a masterpiece of filmmaking. We all know this. My hope is in AT&T being all business daddy and telling WB, to make the Snyderverse. Absolutely with you, Jason. Thank you so much, Jason, for the $4.99 super chat, man. He's my friend, and it's good to have friends that actually stick with the channel and actually, don't complain when I talk about the stuff that I love. Thank you so much, Jason, for being around for that. And RJ here, real quick before we take a look at the article, says I love talking to Brian. He's an absolute gentleman and always brings something good to the conversation. That's what I love about Brian.
Yes. Stop it. You guys are gonna make me blush.
Look at this. Tis I says, with love, Brian, glad to see you're happier now. See, and you know what? It's literally like a TV show, man. People keep watching, and like people are like, last week on the Poindexter Lounge, Brian was feeling low, but everybody cheered him up.
Brian? Did you get any love on the side this week?
No, I just last week was a roller coaster of emotions. For fandom in general, especially the restore the Snyderverse community. It was a rough time. No, you know what really cheered me up is by just the outpouring of support for the cut itself. I mean, like, so many people just, hey, I'm sorry, guys, I was wrong. This movie's awesome. For every one of those, I mean, and for every one of the to the ones that are like, yeah, she's our hero. She shut everybody down. Woo!
Yeah,
it's like, dude, be careful what you wish for, man, because you're gonna be wooing.
Oh, you go. Oh, they're gonna be ruined. They're gonna be ruin the day. Ruin the day.
Ruining the day.
Ruining the day.
Brian, you have fans here
Ruin Johnson.
Too? You got fans here in Canada too. Honestly, my best friend in Sault Ste. Marie, he freaking loves watching this show just for you, buddy. I'm not even joking. He sends me texts all the time. He's like, Brian's on there. I love that guy. And I'm like, yeah, I have his number. You can text him if you want. Like, he's a pretty fun dude.
That's awesome. Your Black Ops says Brian is my favorite character on the lounge.
I try.
Look, even Amparo's jumping in here and says, Brian, you were very down the past week. Nice to see you have hope now. Heck yeah, we've restored hope. Hope. So
I'd say Ray Fisher had a lot to do with that too. It was really good just getting to see what their perspective is and not basically telling us, hey, even if we don't get what we want, we got this. And we got here together.
How fun was that stream, man?
My goodness.
Dude, having both of them together, I still got to go back and get the drops of them like doing vocal warm-ups. Like, if you guys missed that stream, I don't know what to tell you.
That was the best part. I was sitting there just doing vocal warm-ups. I'm like, community college theater.
Oh my gosh, they were doing vocal warm-ups. They were doing impersonations. They were just, man, it was absolutely fabulous. I had an absolutely great time with all of them, and so yes, we try to be just that, and so
thanks
yes.
for not reading all the ones above that. Thanks, I appreciate that.
For all the ones above that, what?
Yeah, I know. Don't read all the ones above that one.
Was there
Jack this time?
Oh, Drunk Tony is my favorite. Is that one?
Yeah, don't read any of those ones. Those ones are bad. Those are like different day Tonys. Today is like after work.
For a good team called Brian.
Those are like my day off Tony guys.
Brian Dexter Lounge.
I like that one. That's a pretty good one. I think we should get
I would give my the plunger. If you guys don't know what the plunger is, Matt Jarbo was in here.
Plunger.
Matt Jarbo was in here one day, and he was telling a story about how he was on a stream. He ran to the bathroom real quick, and he clogged the toilet and broke the plunger. And then somebody literally created. I think I have a good idea now who that might be. But they created this account and even a Twitter for us to follow, and as the plunger, and always talking about Matt and stuff. Says I would give my handle for Brian, but Matt broke it. That's great. All right.
We need to have our characters on your wall soon. You got the Master of None back there in the packet. Who's the guy who does all your characters?
What?
Who's the guy who makes all your characters?
Oh, Dawson?
No. The older gentleman.
Oh, you mean my action figures? Oh, that's Bruce. That's Bruce.
See, we need action figures. Me and Brian. Nicotina needs one. I think you should do the whole Poindexter Lounge collection.
There you go.
Just in time, man.
Mine could be falling down. I'm okay with that. It could be falling down. It's fine.
So I do want to talk about one thing that is kind of going around right now, and that is before we jump into this, there is this rumor that The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, is he's petitioning to restore the Snyderverse because he wants the Snyderverse to continue. And look, it's been long rumored that The Rock, and not just rumored, I mean, Dwayne has pretty much put it out there many, many times that he wants to take on Henry Cavill's Superman.
Yeah.
That he wants to take on Henry Cavill's Superman. And I'm cool with that, and I'm very excited that he wants to do that. But I will say this: there's one thing though that has me being careful about coming in and just saying that story is true right now, and that is it was being reported by We've Got This Covered. And look, guys, if I can share anything with you, it would be this. What's up, Tim? Good to see you, man. It's this. If you see something on We've Got This Covered, you can't believe it. Every once in a while, sure, they throw a whole plate of spaghetti up against the wall and one noodle sticks, and then they live off of that forever. The reality is that is like literally the most tabloidish like garbage website ever. It's horrible. They make stuff up literally, and you just can't believe it. And it's unfortunate because then when they report something that you want to happen, you got to take it not with a grain of salt, but you just literally got to back completely off of it and just go, well, I can't trust this until some other news outlet reports it. So I haven't had a chance to get into looking at many other news reports about this yet. That's not to say that that's not true, because I definitely believe, because in over time, it's already been reported that
let him fight Shazam first.
That he wanted to do that. Yeah.
Right.
So
he's gonna fight Shazam before Superman even comes close to
the talk is that he'll fight Shazam and Superman together. And I'm down with that, like in a Shazam in Shazam 3. And so I'm definitely cool with that. And look, I am looking forward to Black Adam. Like I said, I'm a DC fan. So I'm looking forward to Black Adam. I'm looking forward to Shazam too. Brian, did you have something there?
No, I was going to say you missed RJ's.
I got it highlighted. Thank you so much.
Sorry,
I do have it highlighted. I'm ready to put it up. But I'm a DC fan, guys, and so I'm looking forward to these things. All my thing is, don't get rid of the Snyderverse just to do everything else. It's a multiverse, and if that's what they're saying, that's what they're going to have to do. Now, real quick, before we go to RJ's super chat. So last week it was reported, and we talked a little bit about even Saturday with Ray Fisher and them. the official thing that was being said was, I'm sorry, Tony. You got some music going on there in the background there. Okay.
Phone call.
I'm sorry. Don't let us interrupt you, man. It was being reported that, Wonder Woman 84 had like 1.4 million views or something like that, 1.2 million views, and then that Zack Snyder's Justice League did only 800,000. So it was like 400,000 below Wonder Woman 84. What they failed to report, well, they actually didn't fail to report it. It's just that they spun it and really in a really bad way, because it was actually that was like in the first few minutes of it being up. That's why all the servers crashed. That's why they had all the issues. They would have just crashed if over 3 days they were only 800,000 people watched it, or households watched it. It was that was just in the first like few minutes, and that's why the servers crashed, because 800,000 households tuned in to watch it. That being said, we've got new numbers now, right here, that between 318 and 324, 2.2 million U.S. households and 954,000 households in the U.K. watched the Justice League Snyder Cut between those days. This is, of course, being brought to us by Samba TV, which monitors these kind of things, and monitors, it's kind of like with the old Nielsen ratings, like they keep track of what 2.2 million in the U.S. alone, and almost another million in the U.K.
And if each household had one person, they would have made $60 million at the theater.
You see how that
only one person, right?
Well, it depends about how you look at that. I mean, because if it's 2.2, if you let's say it's just rounded to 3 million, right?
3 million.
Say 3 million, and $20 a show for just one person is $60 million for just one person. But you're talking, over 3 million households.
Yeah, that have what? The household considered? Is a household considered 4 people?
Average 3.5.
Yeah,
there you go. So now that's 180 million.
So that's just that number alone. So think about that, guys, for a second. Look, this is what I've been telling everybody. We have to keep. You're better at math than Ann Sarnoff. Oh yeah, yeah, you're much better, because it's still Ann. Ann, look, I'm not going to be rude to you, but it's not a trilogy. It's not a trilogy. It was 5 films. I see now why we have a problem going on here, because it's 5 films, not 3, not 2, not 4.
6? Is that
not 6? No. 5. Like just like the Subway song. 5 movie Snyder Cut. I don't know. It's just it bugs me so much every time I hear them talking about that. Oh, it's the trilogy. It's not a trilogy. 5 movies does not a trilogy make. But so we've already been lied to once by being told it did only 800,000 views. That's a much bigger number. And it blows away Wonder Woman. And how many people signed up for Wonder Woman who stayed for Snyder Cut? Because it was only going to be a couple months later. So why sign up for a streaming service and then cancel it just to have to sign up for it again? Right? People wanted to see Wonder Woman 84. So
I signed up for Mandalorian, I'm pretty sure, and Wonder Woman just came for free.
Well, you're in Canada, so you got a little bit of a different situation there, because HBO Max. I mean, because I
guess Disney and HBO are probably the same here. I think so. I think I get them both on Crave.
So, yeah, well, we're going to talk about Crave. We're going to talk about Crave here in just a second. RJ Resident Justice with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, man. Says Godzilla vs. Kong, Flash, and Obi-Wan filming, and now a Thundercats movie. What a great time to be a nerd. And shout out to you for an amazing stream. So much money raised. Yes, if you're just coming in, we raised $1,300 on Saturday for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You all did that, and so thank you guys so much. And I can't release what the event raised as a whole that day because they're releasing that tomorrow because we did ours a little differently, and so because we did ours a little differently, they didn't have our number in there. But I'll just give you a little hint: it about doubled what they made. So you guys are fantastic. So thank you guys so much. And then also real quick before we show these other numbers and we go over this article, yeah, Matt Jarbo says the new Samba TV numbers make it look like they were running pretty neck and neck, which is great. Absolutely. And then I'm looking for one. Was that it? Oh, RJ says with another $5 super chat says it should be noted that apparently Samba TV only measured data from integrated smart TVs, so the overall numbers could be much, much higher. Yes, and so that is something that I believe is in the article that we're getting ready to read. But yes, absolutely. Just because this is all we saw, there's much, much more that could possibly be out there because this is just from smart TVs. And Proby with a $10 super chat, thank you, man, says, I don't trust many sites, to be honest. I want some YouTube video. I watch some YouTube videos and see how things unfold. Roll with the punches, because to be honest, one fact can become 100 different articles depending in the narrative. That's very, very true, man. That is very, very true. Very true, Proby.
It's like that game, that the telephone game where I start and I tell Brian something, he tells you something, it comes back to me after 10 people, and it's a completely different story.
Well, heck
Even
yeah,
though we get the same, right?
Heck yeah, and so that's why, yes, that's only smart TVs. Yes, so that's why, guys. That's why I tell you when you come here to the lounge, like I don't give you a bunch of BS. I don't give you a bunch of possibilities or a bunch of other things. I give you what I can verify, right? And I think that's the important thing. I think that's the important thing to do. And so speaking of giving you the important thing, speaking of giving you, it's the same thing to do. Exactly right. We're not trying to sensationalize everything just to make everybody feel happy. We're going over the actual stuff, and we're going to do that. But speaking of going over the actual stuff, the real deal here, ladies and gentlemen, not only did she give a $4.99 super chat, she's yelling Tony, but she can actually come on here in a second and yell Tony, because, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program, Miss Saggy Melons. What's up, Saggy?
Tony!
Hi, Saggy.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I work way too much.
I know. I miss seeing your beautiful face. And hello, everybody. How are you guys tonight?
Doing well.
Fantastic.
I heard some good news. Yeah, I heard the good news that we're talking about. We're talking about like good news.
Yes.
Numbers?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's why I came. I was like, I was so excited.
Well, Saggy, earlier tonight, you put out this. I had to laugh because you put out a tweet with asking everybody if you should cosplay as Raven, and everybody thought that the video that you put out was you, because we were all like, "Wow, dang, Saggy," because we don't get to see you often, and so you're hiding stuff on us. But yes.
I had to clarify because that post blew up, and I was like, "Oh no, this is bad." Because I felt bad because there's the actual body that belongs to. She's a real person. I was like, "Oh God, I hope this doesn't get to her, and she thinks I'm trying to use her body in her costume." I was like, "Guys, it's not me. It's not like." Yeah, so just to clarify, disclaimer, that video is not actually, that's not my body. She's a TikToker. She's a very beautiful woman, very talented cosplayer, so I had to give her credit. So just a disclaimer that but my face did look good on her, so I will say that. I mean,
I was gonna say Reface looked good, so
we all thought, yeah, we thought it was you. We thought it was you.
I'll post an actual cosplay soon. It's I haven't cosplayed in a very long time, and I think there's a lot of people who are asking me to do it, so I might come out of retirement and maybe do a costume for old time's sakes.
Well, there you go.
What would you do? What would you do? Who would you do?
I think I might just have to do a Raven costume.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, why not?
There you go. Well, it looked good enough. We all believed it. Now you're going to have to, so that you know, we can see what you would look like in that costume. But Proby here says here's a $5 super chat. This one is just because Saggy is on.
That's the only reason why Enosh puts me on, because you guys give him money. He's like, Saggy, I need you here. The super chats are slow tonight.
And Ryan, no. And Ryan, that's funny. Watch him start coming piling in. Like, can't even get to stuff. Ryan here with a $5 super chat says the technical term for a 5-movie saga is pentalogy?
Pentology?
Is it pentology or is it pentalogy? Pentalogy?
I think it'd be pentology. Wouldn't it be?
Yeah, but I don't know if that A is quite pronounced that way. Because that pentology would almost be with an O. So I'm guessing penta means 5. So I'm guessing pentalogy. Pentalogy. It's all in the phrasing, I think. Pentalogy is what I think it is.
You know, it's weird because centa also means 5, but penta is in pentagram, right? So
yes.
Pentology? I don't know. I don't know how you'd say that.
And look here, Resident Justice. Brian went away for a second, so until he comes back here, RJ Resident Justice with a $2.99 super chat says, "Sorry, your nice Raven post for me broke the net, Sags."
Yeah, because it was for RJ. Because I made a joke about who I should cosplay as, and RJ said, "Well, I said, who's your favorite DC superhero? Or who's your favorite superhero? Who's a female?" And RJ said Raven. So I had to look at my Reface app, and I was like, "Well, I can't bust out a Raven costume." So I said, maybe I could just put her on like a good Raven. And I saw that, and I was like, that was for RJ. And then it did kind of broke the internet for a little bit. Twitter went nuts.
It sure did. And rightfully so. But I mean, you look
okay.
You look okay.
I just found it.
Okay.
I now know what we're all talking about.
Good job, Tony.
It took me a second. I had to like find you, and then I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." I like it.
I mean, you know, she put it out there. Like, I guess I could bring it up. It's not her, but we can bring it up for the whole world to. Whoops, hold on.
I mean,
a
it's
second.
my face.
That's the one, right?
Yes, that's the one. It's my face. It's just not my body, guys.
That's the one. So we'll show you. That's what the people want, right? It's what the people. It's what the people want. While we're waiting for Brian, the people have spoken. They want to see. They want to see what Saggy looks like here as. Oops.
Oh,
my computer froze up. There she is. There she is. Whoops.
Oh,
can you guys hear? Oh yeah, it's a video.
Oh well, what the hell did I get? I got a still.
I don't know what you got, but there's Saggy, folks, as Raven, and I think it works, Saggy.
I mean, yeah, it does. I just wish I had that beautiful body that the cosplayer had. I mean, I could, but I'll work on it.
All right. Well, that being said, we should all work on it. We can all go as Raven. Okay, but here we go, folks. We're gonna jump into these numbers. First of all, with the results here from Bloomberg, as we can see here. Bloomberg reporting this: Justice League leads HBO Max to top gain in streaming sessions. And it says AT&T Inc.'s HBO Max had the biggest increase in video streaming last week as viewers flocked to its recut version of the superhero epic Justice League. It says the Warner Media streaming platform recorded an 8.9% jump in users launching its mobile app, according to Bloomberg's analysis of Apptopia data. Sports streaming service DAZN had the biggest decline in streaming among its U.S. providers. Director Zack Snyder crafted a reimagined, it's not reimagined, it was the original, 4-hour version of Justice League, whose original 2017 cut completed by a different director. I love how they don't even name him. Joss Whedon. Disappointed some fans, all the fans. It disappointed all the fans and all the people who just went in general. The Snyder Cut premiered March 18th on HBO Max. For the week of ended March 28th, downloads of the HBO Max app rose 64% for the top increase.
See, that's the important one right there.
Now look at this right here at the across the board. And here's what you got to look at. HBO Max, right? 119.1 million app sessions, a change of 8.9, and 1.48 million downloads for a change of 64%. So then the question is, well, how does that, because the 8.9, you might think, well, 8.9 doesn't sound like a huge amount, right?
I got a lot of phones. I got like 6 different devices I got it on.
Yeah, so like, what does that mean, right? Is that big? What is that? Well, when you look at this graph here, or it's not a graph, but when you look at this this list, AT&T TV had 2.21 million app sessions.
Poor Hulu, people were ditching it.
Disney had 69.7 million. Remember, this was during the premiere of Falcon and Winter Soldier. The premiere of Falcon and Winter Soldier, HBO Max had 119.1 million app sessions. Disney Plus had 69.7 million. Now, this is something else that's interesting because Netflix had 868.8 million. Yeah. That's why Netflix is in the position that they are.
Wave of the future.
Just saying. I mean, just saying. But yeah, look at that. And then, when you go over there and you look at amount of downloads, HBO Max, the change is 8.9%, right? Disney with a 0.4%. Netflix with a 0.1%. Obviously, a lot of different people watch Netflix, right? A lot of different people are watching a lot of different things on Netflix. And then that downloads, look at HBO Max's number compared to literally everybody else. Disney with 831,066 downloads. Netflix with 712,771 downloads. HBO Max 1.48 million downloads. Now here's the change, 64%. What does Disney do? 4% change. Netflix, -1. Nobody even hit 20%. You got Showtime with 12% increase, but I mean, even then, they only had 7.8 million, so like obviously theirs wasn't as robust anyways. So I mean, you can always sway the numbers and go, oh, well, they had 12%, but it's really not that much. And then even Stars, with only 2.23 million with an 18% difference and only 76,000 downloads, right? This was huge. Anybody out there trying to act like this was nothing, like that the Snyder Cut made no difference to HBO Max, you're insane. You are certifiably insane if you think that this was just small potatoes. Everyone who's come at me, left me a private message, a DM, and like, yeah, but Enosh, the Snyder Cut fans, there's just not that many of them. You're just one small little corner of the fan. Shut the frick up. Get out of my face. Get out of my DMs. Get out of my comment section if that's all you're going to come with, because right there are the hard numbers that you're an idiot. Do you hear me in the back? This is huge. Huge. And you know what? I'm not just talking to these, look, I'll have conversations all day, but I get a bunch of idiots, guys. I get a bunch of real, just stone cold idiots coming at me, just trying to like rub something in my face, acting like, oh, they were so happy last week when the news came down from Ann Sarnoff. But I'm telling you, Ann Sarnoff, it ain't a smart thing to look that in the eye and say, this isn't that big of a deal. These are some big numbers. This is not just us diehard fans. This right here is a lot of people coming together. A lot of people making it known that they wanted to watch the Snyder Cut. This is people like this man right here who says over and over again that he's a Marvel fan and yet says the Snyder Cut is on par with the Avengers. for him.
Yeah.
You understand what we're talking about here? This isn't just Enosh, the fanboy, who, yes, all of a sudden the channel's overtaken with Snyder Cut news. And so, of course, Enosh is going to be excited about the Snyder Cut. This is literally millions of people around the world, just like we knew they were. Literally, just like we knew that they were. You cannot act like this doesn't exist. And Warner Brothers, you cannot act like this isn't a thing anymore. You can't spin this to be that nobody wants anymore.
But
your parent company, AT&T, yes, I'm sure they are over the moon over the fact that this now has become a thing. Literally taking HBO Max and putting it on a higher platform and saying, this is legit. The Snyder Cut is real. In the middle of Falcon and Winter Soldier. In the middle of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Debuting on Disney Plus. The Snyder Cut and HBO Max dwarfed it. Dwarfed it. It's not even close. But nobody wants it, guys.
But Enosh.
Yes, Saggy.
But what if they don't know math at Warner Brothers?
Well, that's true because they don't know what a pentalology is.
Yeah, I mean, you're shaming them for not knowing math and how to count that high. Not everyone can count to 1 million, okay? It's not fair. You're being mean to Warner Brothers. They just don't know how to count.
Some of us have to take our shoes off if we go over 10.
Yeah, it's really hard. Math is hard, Enosh.
Math is hard. What are you a Kardashian now? Math is hard.
Math is hard.
What's up, Proby, with a $5 super chat? Here says, I don't know. She looks okay, not saggy level, but hey.
Does she know math?
I don't know. You used her body. I think he's still. That was a comment from a while ago about
about my deepfake. Yeah,
about the deepfake. Matt Jarbo. Lots of thirsty mofos in the chat. LOL.
Oh, Matt's just jealous because I'm not thirsty for him anymore. It's okay. Just put your face. You know what, Matt Jarbo? I'm gonna put your face on that Raven. See what we get.
Oh, I would pay you for that.
Oh, please!
I'll do it.
Gosh.
Please do.
I will do it. Right. I'll do it. Give me a second.
Chat, do you want to see Matt Jarbo on that Raven?
Let me be the voice of reason here.
No. Okay, yeah. No, that's
Daniel Garrido. I think it's Garrido. The newest member of the channel. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for being the newest member of the Poindexter Lounge. We appreciate you joining up here, man, for sure. Thank you so much, Daniel. You are welcome here. And hey, pull up a chair, make the place your own. By the way, Drav, I sent you a the Music Man said, thank you, Brian. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Voice of reason.
I agree with Brian. All right.
Voice
of
reason.
It's happening.
1987 Kumite champion.
Exactly. Ryan Hartwell with a $5 super chat says, I suck at math and I can see the numbers clear as day. And you know what? Just for the last few, and since Brian brought it up and I got to go grab something real quick, ladies and gentlemen, this right here, just on these numbers, we still have more stuff to talk about with these numbers, but I'm going to play for you what has become one of my favorite drops of all time, but it's a minute long. So I'll be right back. But enjoy this because, ladies and gentlemen, just imagine this as a conversation between us and Warner Brothers and the haters right now.
Any trouble? I'm here fishing, minding my own business. Look, I'm going to need you to leave. I'm going to need you to leave.
This is my property.
This is my property.
There's no way I'm walking off my own property.
There's no way I'm leaving this hold because I know Big Belly Kelly's up in here.
We've really got a problem here.
You're about to have a problem, bud. I've told you, do not approach me.
Let's go.
Let's go where?
Let's go right now.
Where are we going?
To the ground.
Are you threatening me?
To the ground.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, bud. I'm the wrong dude. Okay?
What the hell?
This. That's what it is, bud.
All right.
Listen, I don't want to hurt you.
Don't leave any trash here.
Kumite. Have you ever heard of a Kumite? 1987 Kumite champion right here, bud. These right here, yeah, go that way.
It reminds me of my cousin. I let's straight up have a cousin that's like that. Oh
Are
my
you
goodness.
kidding?
No.
Kumite champ. I love. You know what? That might be my new favorite thing.
That's a blood sport reference.
It's 100% a blood sport reference, and that dude doesn't look like the guy from Revenge of the Nerds or Van Damme.
No.
So
no Frank Dukes.
It has been done.
Oh, have you done this? This is
I
gonna
have done this.
It's gonna break the internet.
Man.
Right?
Nope. He said it. He said it, and it's happening now. Hey, Rhea, I love you. I love you, Rhea. Yes, it's happening. I'm gonna post on Twitter in a second, and I'm gonna tag all of you in it.
Oh God.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't know if it's you though. I'm following you now on Instagram at least. Come on.
Wait, are you not following me on Twitter? No, you were following me on Twitter. I don't know.
I am still following. I got a new phone and everything went screwed up. I think I got it. Brian, I'm pretty sure I still have your number, but I lost some contacts.
That's all right. It's better than losing your contacts.
That's true. It's kind of like a Sunday night for me. I fall down, I forget a lot of stuff. It's kind of what happened to my phone.
You lose your contacts.
I know. I just didn't want you to have to say it twice. Okay, it was horrible the first time.
No. I think it's funny
because
it also applies to eyewear.
It has been done. My hands are up. It's done. YouTube, check your Twitter now. It's
oh man.
Is it on mine?
I tagged all of you.
We're gonna find out right now.
Yes, it is beautiful. It is beautiful.
Bring all the boys.
Oh my gosh. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Oh, yes.
Oh Lord. Oh sweet Jesus. Oh,
how did you do him this well?
Wow, that's actually pretty good quality.
Wow, Matt Jarbo.
Oh my goodness. I tried to stop him, Matt. I tried.
It's
the tribe voted me off the island.
He's beautiful. He's so beautiful.
He's a lovely trans woman. A lovely trans woman.
He's just
I think
I'm not
sure what the name is.
From Transylvania.
I think he feels that.
Right now.
I think we call him Matthew. Matthew. Is it Matthew? It's got to be Christian, right?
It's like this scene on Silence of the Lambs.
He's beautiful. What do you mean? He's beautiful.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
I wish he could kiss you.
Proby with a $5 super chat says people were thirst for Jarbo too if he cosplays as Doomcock. Then they won't have to see his face. They won't see his face. So.
Oh God, that was so bad.
Listen, he seemed very jealous, so I had to help him out. He clearly wanted the thirst on him, so I made it so. So now you guys can go.
Yeah, he was a little jealous.
Hey, remind me never to piss you off, Saggy. Okay, remind me never to piss you off.
Oh man, Paramount Plus is even on there. What the hell?
Oh yeah, everybody's on here, man.
That's a shame. I don't see Paramount on there.
Oh no, I don't see Paramount. Oh, I don't.
Oh wow,
everybody's on there. So yeah.
Wow. Talk about a bad streaming service.
Is the Zone. By the
YouTube TV is on here. Sling
the Zone
TV.
is on there. That's a sports freaking thing.
The Zone? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that what that is? The Zone? Oh, I thought it was Dazn. I didn't know what the heck that was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that one right there. And then let's see. Oops. Well, what the heck that did? All right. Okay, that works. All right. Uh-oh. For a rebuttal, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Matt Jarbo.
Sorry, buddy.
I tried, man.
This is my idea.
What? My ass is so thick. Look at that thing. Look at that. I have sex with me. Look at that.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, like, listen. Damn. Got
You're
some
welcome.
trunk. Got some junk in that trunk.
You're welcome. The mustache is doing it for me, Matt.
It's the goatee
Is that
for
what
me.
you got?
Yeah, it's the goatee for me.
Yeah, it's the goatee.
The goatee
Yeah.
for me, yes.
It's the jewel for me. That just gets me there. What can I say?
You're
So
beautiful.
what?
Beautiful. Yeah, you're beautiful.
The hell?
You're so
Barcelona
beautiful,
says I'm
Matt
dying. Donatello says it works though.
You're
It's obviously
confusing a lot of
Peter-
gentlemen in this chat tonight.
Peter Rabbit's defender says you're killing it, Jarbo.
I mean,
RJ's crying.
whatever gets you there. You know, like I'm happy to help.
I need to
you know,
drink way more. Way more. And I don't say that often.
A lot of people questioning their sexuality tonight, Matt Jarbo, after this one.
Zack Snyder needs to cast him ASAP. This is This is our own definition of the nightmare sequence.
You're the new Harley Quinn.
Well, there's another one.
You want a Harley Quinn? I'll get you a Harley Quinn.
Oh no!
I'll get you a Harley Quinn.
Oh man.
Oh
that's-
wow!
Yes, that's great.
Wow.
The plunger says this happened all the time in the bathroom. Nothing new, guys.
It kind of reminds me of like I'm Buffalo Bill. I'd fuck.
Yeah. Did you see the? Well, that's what I said in the chat. That's what I said in the chat before I came in. You know. So I Buffalo Billed it. What can I say? You gotta.
Wow.
I mean, like, damn. The hair's got some attitude. I'll tell you, that's got some good looking attitude right there, like a little sassiness. You know?
That up close at the end. That up close at the end, man, is doing it,
Well,
man.
They don't call it the muddy shot for nothing.
Just telling you.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh.
What's the best thing?
I am gonna
Why?
get back. We had a pretty large super chat, but I do want this was just relevant at this second. Like, so the new intro to $3 Theater.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of that, I literally just got the emails from Warner Brothers that they have removed their copyright strike, as I knew they would. So
Awesome.
Come on, buddy.
So I got both strikes removed. So I just found that out like literally 10 minutes ago, which is nice. So now I don't have to fear that. But I'm still going to stream on Hollywood After Dark.
I see you
You should send
celebrated
them
by
this.
doing this. You
should send
celebrated
them
by
this
doing
as a
this.
Thank you. Send them this as a thank you.
I don't. Well, yeah. Send it to Mark Scan Enforcement as a hey, stop it. You know, like stop it. Because next time,
now you're getting requests, Saggy.
Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Spread it like wildfire.
Oh my guts are hurting.
Somebody says their
my
phone
goodness.
just cracked.
No, it's messed up because the wrong people are going to see this now.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
it's on.
beautiful.
Can we take this off?
I'm sorry, Matt. I tried.
Roger Pena with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, Roger. Man, you're awesome. Says shout out to Big Belly Kelly. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Hashtag numbers don't lie.
I still want to see the Kumite guy more than this.
Well, now see this brought out a bunch of people because now we got Nicotina up in here.
Well, you know what? This is a good look for Matt. I think he's really taking a leap, and I like it.
Matt Jarbo, if you actually cosplay like this in real life, I think people will start to like you more.
I like how he has a
Yeah,
hood
yeah.
under. Yeah,
But it's going to be really hard to tuck it back. You know,
You wouldn't even
it's gonna be.
Roger, I'm going to bring your super chat back up in just a second, but yes,
man,
while we're talking, and also, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. You just wanted to hang out with us tonight. Drav Walker, what's up, Luke?
How you doing, guys? What's happening?
It's good to have you here, man. Welcome to the lounge.
Yeah, appreciate coming, mate. Yeah, stoked to be here, man.
Yeah, man.
First
Your
time-
eyes hurt yet?
What's that?
Can we take thank you? Thank you.
Mate,
I
when
don't
you-
Leave it. That was good. I liked it.
All right. Well, I gotta balance. I gotta get back to work, and then I got my stream in an hour and a half. So
Yeah, well, we know you're working it for sure. So
how's it going, Jobo?
hey, listen. If it pays my mortgage, I'm not going to complain.
absolutely, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Nobody
So,
Hey, a guy's
Titans
gotta do
to
what a
go again.
guy's gotta do. You know, it's simple as that.
Got to do what you got
Andre's
to do.
done very well from this.
Look for the Jarbo only fans coming soon.
Jarbo
Actually, you know,
OnlyFans.
Matt, you know, you might make more money doing that. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think you found your
Deliver
calling.
pizzas like that.
Well,
There you go.
I mean, like,
Deliver pizza.
yeah,
He doesn't deliver
maybe.
pizzas. Well, sometimes he does.
I delivered pizza tonight. I delivered
Yeah.
a lot of different things tonight. Apparently, I delivered people a new update on their sexuality. That's a new one for me too.
He delivered
Imagine delivering pizzas in that outfit.
I
You
would
just
make a
rock-
lot more money.
You'd make
I
a lot
would.
more money.
You
A lot more
would.
tips.
I'd make a lot more money. I live in a very liberal area. You know what I mean? Like,
You're like, oh, good for you.
no, I made a crack
Way
at
to take a
McDonald's
stance.
once about someone assuming my gender, and the person literally apologized, thinking I was being serious. And I was like, no, I was just kidding. So I was like, did you just assume my gender? And they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. And they're like, oh, okay. That is how I live in a woke area.
Woke
Yeah,
area.
Matt, you
Yes.
can't leave yet. We can't leave just yet.
No, I have to go and go to the store.
There's more coming.
yeah.
I think. There's something else
Raven
coming.
Jarbo says we live in a society.
We live in a society.
Thank you,
A
Ryan.
woke society, he said.
I think
Woke
yeah.
Raven Jarbo society.
All
All right, it's ready.
Oh, did you post it the same place?
Oh no.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. So I guess we're gonna have a contest here, huh? We're gonna have a
Oh,
contest. to
great!
see-
Somebody else. Who's it? Me?
Oh,
to
is it
see
Enoch?
which
Okay.
one. So we got Jarbo.
I don't know. I still can't
Pull it
unsee the
up.
Spice Girls one with Enosh. So like,
Oh no, it's not me. It's not me, folks. Oh, it's not me. Hold on a second.
Who
Hold
is
on a
it?
second. This was the other request. Wait a second.
Hey, this is me. I'm gonna dip.
It's not you. You got Ryan. You got Ryan to make all those crazy ones of you, man.
Lucky I didn't show my face straight away.
Oh no!
Oh,
The one where it
man
looks
looks
like his eyes are
traumatized.
crossed. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh my god.
he's traumatized.
The egg sandwich.
Oh no.
This is terrible.
Right here, hurt. It looks like your eyes are crossed.
It's Gnarly Quinn, guys.
Gnarly Gnarly Quinn.
Gnarly
Quinn. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Welcome back, Jarbo.
Wow.
Wow
So I
is
hate
right.
all of you.
Oh, this is brilliant.
Matt, I had nothing to do with this, by the way. You know, I just got here.
Worth the price of admission, folks.
It was.
What is with that eye cross? What is up with that?
I don't know. I think it's just the way that
What is up with that? It's like I look like I've
I think it's the way the technology just
Let's
it's
see.
trying to.
Yeah, that was it.
Jarbo on the run.
Jarbo's got such a girlish figure. I mean, man.
I love how it actually put his glasses in there. That's
I
nice.
know.
Well, at least part of them.
Oh.
That one where he starts running.
I know,
That
with
one
the
where he starts
cart.
running. Yeah, with the cart. That's the yes.
You're such a good runner, Jarbo. You're such a good runner.
Like taking off now.
This is how he shops in real life.
Oh, Your pizza will be right there.
Wow.
I love the internet.
Now we know how he really got out of that strike with WB. He's like, look, guys, you guys are doing multiverse. You're doing multiverse.
Multiverse.
Fine.
This is a multiverse.
This is a multiverse I would watch. Okay, this is a multiverse I would
the
watch.
Hamadaverse.
There we go. This is fine. Fine. Hamada, hire me. I'll take it. I'll take your money. I'll make it better on the inside.
Tiffany says, no, don't taint my Harley Quinn.
I'm sorry.
Too late.
I'm sorry. I couldn't resist, mommy. Please.
That's why we.
Tiff-tastic far out. That's.
She's my super chat mommy, by the way.
Yeah,
my
I
super
heard.
chat mommy. I paid $5 for her to be my super chat mommy. So.
Good on you, Sag your melons.
All right, so there's that. We got more numbers to go over to talk about the Snyder Cut. We lost like 50 people.
Right.
So, literally,
Well,
it was like 200 something earlier.
I know it was like 2 something. Now we're down to 183. So before we lose the rest of them, thanks for
Jarbo does.
Hey! Not my fault.
That's true.
That one. Wait, it's that one.
It is your fault. You cried about people being thirsty for me, so I was just trying to spread the love.
What was I crying about? I said there's a lot of thirsty mofos in the chat that are like wanting to get with you as a result of that. Jesus. Like, if anything, it's kind of a pseudo compliment. What am I crying over?
I'm trying to help you.
That is like the worst kind of compliment. Like, you're crying. I was like giving you a compliment.
I was trying to help you out. Okay, I saw that you were upset.
That is just
I would
you.
put her on top. I put her on top.
I was trying to help you get the thirst. Okay,
now somebody's gonna put it on loop and put music to it.
I know it's
now you can figure out where my handle went. Says the plunger.
Says the plunger.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
the plunger's always here with Jarbo.
Stay safe out there, man.
You go viral again, Jarbo. Come on.
Thank God I didn't put my camera on.
All right, guys. On that note, I'm gonna go.
All right, we'll see you, man. We'll see you.
Have a go on, Matt.
The mask hides my tears.
All right. Well, okay.
Really sop him up.
So real quickly, before all that chaos ensued, we were talking about the numbers, and we just saw, first of all, that it did 2.2 million households in the United States over those first few days, blowing away all those reports of all those puny numbers that they said that it didn't even reach Wonder Woman numbers. Give me a break. And then we just read here that HBO Max saw a 64% increase and 1.48 million downloads. But you know what? And like I said here, numbers don't lie. Thank you, Roger, for the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Numbers don't lie.
Right.
The numbers are the numbers.
Exactly.
And you know, I find it really interesting that they acted like they could just sweep all that under the rug, like we weren't going to notice. Also here, Proby with another $20. Man, thank you, Proby. Says, by the way, wasn't present for the charity stream, but wanted to shout out Tiff for holding it down. She certainly did. Tiffany was awesome. Thank you, Tiffany, for Tiff-tastic, for being Tiff-tastic. And
she's always Tiff-tastic, definitely.
Oh, for sure. She is.
You went out. I mean, like, look, I thought it was an awesome stream. You did an amazing job with that stream when you had both the Rays on here, Ray and Ray squared. I mean, you even dropped the Wheaton picture. I was like, damn, he went for it. Oh,
yes, I did.
Yes, you got to laugh out of both of them. I was like,
I know. I was like, oh my god, he went for it because it was so unexpected. Yet,
bam,
yeah.
Bam.
It was so unexpected, but it was like perfect. I was like, yes, he did it. Nice.
Well, we were talking about people who were, obstructing and, and giving a hard time. And I said, well, Ray, you may know who those people are, but we don't.
Perfect.
Well, obviously I'm Australian, as everybody knows. How it's doing in Australia, we watch it through like our cable, which is like Foxtel, which is like cable TV. Mm-hmm. So they have an app, Foxtel, which is called Binge. where you can watch the Justice League. But I've been watching it through the my Foxtel app, and I've just been putting on repeat, and all my friends and everybody that I've been talking to, they're all doing the same. But it's been going like beyond belief, like how well it's doing in America as well. You know, like just jumping like kangaroos, mate.
Yeah, man. I tell you what, this thing has been amazing. I'm responsible for 5 viewings on Saturday alone because I was watching it on every device that I had as I was going different places, man. It was as I was here in this room, I had it on an extra phone that I have that I still have connected to internet. As I was in the living room, I was watching it in the living room for a while. I was out and about. I had it on, listening to it in the car even. You know, like it is what it is. And we're gonna break down what we think that means here in just a second, because I got one more article for us to look at. RJ Resident Justice with $1.99 super chat says, "Sorry to everyone for what I indirectly caused." By
No, you're not. No, you're not.
And Zack, do not pay attention to Kinky Sphincter's $4.99 super chat. Do not just disregard that. He's just joking. Do not make it a reality.
Do it.
Music man.
I'm just
Music
saying.
Man said, "Kill it with fire." Kill it with fire. Where's the bleach?
Is she with you?
Rundo. That Rundo. Enosh, you just gave me a nightmare big time. Please stop. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. My eyes.
Hello, no.
Alex apparently didn't like Birds of Prey. Says even that couldn't make the film any better. Roger says, I freaking love this channel. So
there you go, Roger. There you go.
Release the Jarbo cut of Birds of Prey.
Yes. That's the next hashtag.
You're gonna see him running.
We're gonna start.
Bradley says, I'm not stoned enough for this.
Full time.
Let's see. Cylon says, what a great panel. Thank you. Let's see. Now I know why Joker is insane.
A little hunka.
I need a picture of Nicotina. I can't get one.
Hunka Jarbo.
Oh my god! Now I'm just imagining. I'm imagining like that scene where they're in the vat of chemicals at Ace Chemicals, and I'm imagining Joker pulling up Jarbo Quinn.
Oh my god! Come on, man! Why do you do that, man? Come on, I sort of was eating here for a second.
I just ate dinner, man. That's not cool.
I for one think that Matt Jarbo makes a beautiful woman if he really applied himself.
Put in the work.
He does. He makes a beautiful woman.
See what happens.
The opportunity is there. The opportunity is definitely there.
It's 2021. You can do whatever you want.
You can turn some heads. He'll turn some heads.
He would get some views. I mean,
Sorry, Enosh.
Very woman.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just making sure I got all this. The plunger says, yeah, you run coward to Jarbo. Then says, hashtag restore my handle, please.
Yeah.
You got a super chat from another Aussie here.
Yes. Well, I got Kinky Sphincter says Andre is Wonder Woman saggy. There are pictures of him out there. I mean,
is she with you?
Or you could just screenshot him right there.
Why did you just pose for that? You just pose for that.
All right, she says.
I got it.
Screenshot. Awesome. There you go.
Oh, you lock button. Click. Oh
my gosh.
I'm gonna have so many unsubscriptions tomorrow after this.
No way.
You were at 11K.
Right? Yeah.
I almost got it at 600, and now I'm back down to struggling for the 5.
Andrew Christie with a $5 super chat says, Drav, you sound like a real bogan. Maybe that's because I've been living in LA too long. LOL. Great to hear a fellow Aussie's voice.
Oh, thanks, man. Like a bogan, what, like a wax head, like what that means when you go surfing.
Oh.
Yeah. Bogan means where you live out west sort of thing. I live like out of Sydney, so like Central Base, so yeah.
Okay. Bogan are like the bush people who live in the small town.
Exactly right. Do they call you Ray like because you look like Ray Liotta?
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh man, I thought it was Ray Liotta when I first saw you on Australian A.
That's why he jumped on. He's like, wow, Ray Liotta's here. Oh my God.
Hey, it's the Poindexter Lounge.
Starstruck.
It's the Poindexter Lounge. You never know who's going to show up here at the Poindexter Lounge. So, I mean,
Ray Liotta, man.
It's like you were awesome in a league of their own.
One day we'll have to get Ray Liotta here, and then we'll have to have them both on at the same time and just like have like a multiverse of madness. Yes. So 100%. You know, speaking of which, Ray or our good friend Tony, as you were saying, you're in Canada and you're talking about watching it on Crave. Well, this report came out about Zack Snyder's Justice League. Said
crushes Canada.
Zack Snyder's Justice League crushes Canada. Becoming the most popular title in Crave history. Snyder's 4-hour epic beats Crave streaming records set by Game of Thrones. A new black and white version drops on Crave today. That was a couple days ago, but and it talks about the other things. But it says Crave announced today that last week's exclusive premiere.
Enosh, hold on a second.
Yes, sir.
I don't mean to cut you off here, but maybe it's a Canadian thing. But look at the other premieres coming to Crave: Wonder Woman 84, 10, and what? Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar.
That's a movie, dude. That's a movie. That's a comedy. That's a comedy with Kristen Wiig.
I was like, what the hell is that? All right, go ahead.
That's a comedy.
Actually, Canadian thing. It's like that's a suburb of Winnipeg, right there, Vista Del Mar.
That's a Canadian movie.
All right, leave it alone.
No one knows about it. So
it's so no bears get you. Okay, fuck it.
On a mouse in my beer, eh?
That's why we have Canadian communities up here. It's not because we're rich. It's just we don't know what the bears to kill us.
There you go. So anyways, it says Crave announced today that last week's exclusive premiere of Zack Snyder's Justice League is the most streamed title in the platform's history, beating out the previous Crave record holder set by the final season of Game of Thrones in 2019. The HBO Max original film also had more than 1.1 million viewers tune in on Crave's linear channels, including what is that? Ekran or Ekran? Do you know what that is?
No,
Where is it?
It's right here at the bottom of the first paragraph. Ekran or it's Ekran line. So it's Ekran is what I'm saying.
Ekran.
It says additionally, Zack Snyder's Justice League Justice is Gray, a black and white version of the film, is available for streaming on Crave today. The film, which Canadian critics called vastly superior to the original, a wild, invigorating experiment to experience. Hey, Andre, isn't it amazing what 4 years difference can make?
Gee, tell me about it.
And a totally different director and actually restoring the original movie.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I know, right? And a completely different and vastly superior movie is available as part of Crave's popular DC multiverse binge collection, which also includes Joker, Birds of Prey, Superman, Batman, and the Jarbo collection.
Nice.
This spring, Crave subscribers have even more of the year's most buzzworthy movies to look forward to, including Kristen Wiig and Anna Mamulo's new comedy Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar in April, and Blockbuster's Wonder Woman 1984 and Tenet in May. And so there you have it. Yeah, Game of Thrones season 8, episode 3 was the previous record holder.
Take that, Game of Thrones.
I know.
Yes.
So
it dethroned Game of Thrones.
They both had Jason Momoa.
Well, thank you. Awesome.
And that's just Jason Momoa. That's just
the two highest film things in Canada. Jason Momoa.
Well, so it didn't actually even give a number that people watched on Crave, but it said that, did it? Or wait, hold on. What did it? Did it give it?
Mil.
Oh, yes. No, that's right. No, because it said there was 1.1 million. That was on the linear channels. Does that include all of it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that was all of it. Yeah. So
did they used to be round and flat?
So literally millions of people watching this movie over the last week. But yet, guys, we were told last week that WB is not going to go forward, right?
Nope.
That they've got all these great ideas that if we just hang in there, if we just give them a chance, folks, that we'll even come around to their way of thinking because they got this whole thing planned out, guys. They got it all planned out for us.
Video games,
cartoons, full of phalluses.
Actually, look. You guys know this is the Poindexter Lounge. We spare no expense here at the lounge, and I've been in personal contact with Ann Sarnoff herself, Walter Hamada. Yes,
nice.
Yes, I have reached across the aisle.
Federico.
I would talk to Walter Hamada. I would talk to Ann, talk to Ann Sarnoff, and they gave us a little clip of the upcoming Superman film they're working on.
Nice.
Yes. And they said that it's going to be a great thing that everybody's really going to love. Okay, so here is one little scene to look forward to.
The CGI on that is incredible.
I know, right?
It's so good.
Right?
It's like
You had me going for a second there.
I love how vibrant and colorful it was.
I know, totally better than that scene that Zack wanted to put at the end of Justice League.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's awesome, man.
My eyes.
That's awesome.
Cinefinity and Beyond. I like that name. Cinefinity and Beyond.
With Infinity.
Yes, Cinefinity. What did I say?
Cinefinity.
Did I say Cinefinity?
Yeah, Cinefinity.
It's like it was a kiosk at the mall.
He uses a knife sometimes. Don't worry about it.
The look on his face says it all, man.
He has to say so many names, you guys. Every so often, he's gonna fumble one of them.
Banana.
Try to do a show here, guys.
Would you like
Banana.
You like
Banana?
that?
I like banana.
Banana. Okay.
No, you guys really good with names.
Sinfinity and Beyond with a $6.99 Canadian super chat says we have Crave on tons of platforms too, as a cable channel, Apple TV, smart TVs, Chromecast, their phone apps and websites. So many ways to access Zack Snyder's Justice League, and apparently they have been.
They crave.
They crave. My kitty cat craves chicken. My kitty cat craves milk. My kitty cat craves tuna because my kitty cat craves crave. Yes, my kitty cat craves crave. Poindexter Lounge brought to you by Crave Kitty Cat Food now.
All I can say
is I want to apologize in advance to Nicotina.
Just don't. Zach, you don't see anything. Just post it and let's just watch.
Oh, it was posted 10 minutes ago.
What?
I thought you were going to show us first before you decide to go put it on social media.
No.
You
okay.
actually
Well, let's see it. Let's see it then.
Okay, bringing it up.
Let's see the saggy cut.
It looks good. It was better than Wonder Woman 84.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Oh, hell. Look at me.
Wonder Andre.
Dude, it's Wonder Woman's stunt double.
Is it weird that he
all the world is waiting for you? I love that look at the end. All the world is waiting for you.
And the powers you pretty possess. Sexy ass Wonder Woman, I'll tell you that.
I won't sing it in my heavy metal voice. No way.
I renounce that wish, brother.
Wonder Andre.
I mean, his face looks actually really good in it. I was
actually, it does.
You got a good picture of me. Is what you got.
I agree. It all falls in
like,
exactly in
mannequin arms.
Like Nicotina, this needs to be a cosplay you could do in real life. I think it would work for you.
No, unfortunately, I'm not that. My girlish figure isn't what he used to be.
Unfortunately, that's not what he actually would look like.
Yeah,
what he used to be like that Simpsons thing. Oh,
ladies and gentlemen, the trailer for
what he used to be ain't what he used to be ain't what he used to be. Oh, great!
If Wonder Woman looked like this in Wonder Woman 84, I think it would do a lot. It would have done it better.
It will. No, but here's my thing though: is that do you think that in the future of movie making, will they do more things like this, where they'll take an actor who's past their prime and put their face on another person's body, and people will just accept that? Like, yeah, it's fine because I just want to see the actor act.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Deepfakes are like a real thing now. It's kind of wild.
They really are.
Technology.
Yeah,
It's,
it is getting crazy. It is getting crazy.
They're getting pretty.
yeah, look, we have Andreas Wonder Woman,
totally
so yeah.
agree.
I know. You never know. Look at that. I would have made over $1 billion.
Easily.
Easily. I would have
bet on
crushed
Wonder Woman
184. I'll tell you that. I would have smashed that one.
If it
I had a
makes you
con-
I'll just leave. I'll
That's
just
what I
leave
was
this
just
right
saying.
here. I'll just leave this right here.
for the record, Nicotina,
That's good. That's good. That's good. And TW, just make sure you subscribe to my channel and become a patron. And you never know.
Plenty more of that.
You never know. Wait,
You
hold on a
never
second.
know.
Hold on, Andre. Did you just proposition TWK? Is that what you just did?
What I can do is I can send you my my pictures that I have of myself. That
Oh my lord.
No.
these will be coming instantly to you when you become a VIP member for only $15.99 a month. That's a good deal.
I mean,
Andre, are they NECA figurines behind you, man?
What's that?
Oh my
Are they
god.
NECA
No,
figurines behind you?
no. These are just this one's I think it's by Mattel.
Okay.
I don't know who it's by.
Hal
It's a DC
Johnson.
toy.
Hal Johnson, which is another like Nicotina.
Yeah, Wonder Meg, you better rethink.
Nicotina making
your
Wonder
whole
Meg
name.
rethink that they think things. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
I mean,
I'm
Nicotina, for the
taking that over.
record, at least we confirmed you're pretty.
That's good. I mean, I've done a gender swap picture of myself before, and it turned out really well. I don't even know if I still have it. Hold on, I'll see if I can find it.
Oh god.
Yeah, I mean,
He's got
I
these
mean,
old
That's
photos.
what the show has become.
That's what we've gone to. I don't even know how many viewers we have left.
Yeah, right.
You know what's crazy though?
We're
If I did
181. We're
Tony-
doing good.
If I did one for
So
Tony,
this one's for Drav. This story's for Drav, and then we'll go back to what Warner. Well, actually, I want to finish what Warner about to say
Yeah.
about Warner Brothers because
Don't do it,
Uh,
Saggy.
because look, we're seeing all this come to fruition now, and I just want to encourage everybody. I want to encourage everybody because look, we are not done.
No.
We are not done by a long shot. You guys tweeted out this last weekend. Was it 1.5 million tweets about the Snyder Cut and about being on HBO Max? What an amazing feat! Like crushed the record that was held by Endgame. And what I loved was somebody literally came like sent me a DM and they were like, Enosh, Twitter numbers don't matter. Tweet numbers don't matter, Enosh. But it mattered when it was the record for Endgame, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep, that's when it mattered. But when Zack Snyder's Justice League does it, oh well, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh,
You know,
God.
it's just a tweet. They're just tweets. They're not going to change anybody's opinions.
That's
Look, here's the thing that I
That's
want
what
to encourage
annoys me,
everybody.
man.
I know. I want to encourage everybody, and this is what I want to, and we can go around the horn and talk about this. But here's the thing. Right now, Warner Brothers, of course, they can't just come out and go, "Oh crap, okay, yes, we'll continue with the Snyderverse." Right? They can't do that. They got to save face at some point. They've got to maintain their cool. They've got to make it look like they're in control because this is all a control play. Somebody said something interesting to me this week, and I hadn't even thought about it. Okay, but it is absolutely true, and that is there used to be a day and time where directors called the shots. That's how we had these classic directors who came in. They were revered. They were treated with respect for their visions, and they put out their movies, and their movies were allowed to breathe and grow and to accomplish something. Nowadays, it's the studios that want to control everything that comes out. Warner Brothers has tried to say over the years that they are a studio of the directors and of the people, and that's just a flat out lie. And we know that that's a lie because they've literally meddled in every DC movie that's come out. They will not leave it alone. They will not just let somebody make their movie. They've meddled with Zack's movies. They've meddled with David Ayer's movies. Even at the last minute, they were trying to tweak different stuff. They were doing different stuff, trying to throw different stuff in. They messed with Justice League to the point where it finally blew up in their face. They even tried messing with the Snyder Cut, ladies and gentlemen. They literally tried to mess with the Snyder Cut on several occasions, trying to get Zack to just put out his movie without finishing the effects. Because do you guys think that this movie would have blown up like this big, if it was just an unfinished film? Just like, empty trash can of a film?
No, of course not.
Of course not. And he knew that. He knew that.
100%
Zack literally went back to Warner Brothers and said, we ain't doing that because I'm not. And he told them, and I love this because he said, I literally told them, no, because I'm not going to give you the power to put it out. And then if it looks bad and doesn't do well, then you guys can say, well, see, we told you it wasn't going to be good anyways. You've got your own opinions of looking at it, and you're trying to sabotage this so that you don't look bad. And here's that's actually 100 rupees, but still, we're still very thankful for it. Thank you so much for the 100 rupees. Says they said the same thing about hashtag release the Snyder Cut in 2019. WB will come at the end and say we listen to fans, so we will hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Listen, and even if it's not Warner Brothers, I believe HBO Max will provide the platform for this going forward, and the money will be there. The money will be. This is literally the biggest thing that has ever happened to that streaming service. You're going to tell me that the biggest thing that's happened to them, setting all these records, blowing away the records of all these other things, and you're not going to do anything? You literally just don't like money, apparently.
Well, no, whoa. What if there's no more COVID? Right? The only reason this worked the way it did is because we have COVID.
Well,
so
yes and no.
For COVID in 2 more years, say everything's back to normal. Say 2 years from now, no mask, we're all back to normal. Everything's the same. Do you think it's going to be the same if they put it on a streaming service or if they put it in the theater?
We're not going back.
You were wrong.
No, dude. Theaters are dead, man.
Here's the thing. No, here's the thing.
Oh, here we go with this argument again.
No.
I mean, look.
No, we're not doing that.
No. Pause.
This was 2 months ago.
Number one. Hold on. No. Pause. Because here's the thing. Yeah, the theaters have been closed. Some theaters are surviving, but barely. But once this is over, and if they do a theater release of this cut, I guarantee you a lot of people will flood because number one, they haven't been able to go to theaters. I miss going to theater. I don't know about you guys, but I've missed going to theater. The things that we miss doing, once we're allowed to do it, you bet your ass everyone's getting in that theater to watch that on a big screen in the theaters. Like
a lot of people will do that, but there's some that won't.
They might stay away, Mayor. They're scared.
Okay, let me ask you, Andre. Andre, are you going to go watch in a theater if they do a theater cut, even though you already seen it?
Of course. I'm not saying I'm one of those people. What I'm saying is that there are people out there that would choose not to go because they don't feel safe or they don't want to risk the chance or whatever. Yeah. But eventually, I think, people will start going back to the theater like it's no big deal. But it's going to take time to get over that fear of doing that.
It's not going to come. It's not going to come overnight. It's not going to come overnight. But I guarantee you,
unless you're Zack Snyder,
it's not going to come overnight. So in effect, you're both right in the fact that one, it's not going to come overnight. So yes, there's still going to need to be this kind of programming. Plus, this is a part of the future where streaming services are not going to go away just because the theaters come back, because you're going to have a content that you're only going to be able to get on streaming services. But I do believe, like Saggy said, the theaters will come back. The theaters will come back. People will go back to the theaters. Yes, there'll be reluctance at first. Yes, there'll be people who will say, no, I don't want to. But the reality is this. The people out there who are even now saying, I'm not going to get vaccinated, I don't care about this, as the theaters open, those people are going back right away. Then you have the people who go ahead and they get vaccinated, and they're going to start feeling more and more confidence as mask rules start to lighten up. Because we've already got some of that coming here in the United States, where mask laws are going and rules are going to start and already are starting to lighten up. And then so those things will start happening, and as people feel more and more confident, and the numbers start going down, and people start realizing that they are safe to go out. Yeah, and then you know what? Then Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to make even more money.
Well, being Australian,
that's the point I was trying to make.
No, he's back. Play the video.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I'm
okay.
Home now.
So here's the image that I was talking about. So I've done it before, and I actually thought, hey, you know what? This it looked pretty good.
I would take you out for a date.
I would take myself out. I'd be like, hey, I like your shirt. I like what you're into. You're pretty,
You look like you'd be fun to date until we met your brothers.
Yeah. You don't want to meet this girl's brothers.
So I got a big question. That everyone's probably not thinking about, but should be thinking about. So when you look at this picture, does this look like your mom?
No.
Your mom doesn't look like that?
Not really, no. My mom has short hair.
Yeah, man. We all wanted to know if that's what.
So what you're saying is if we
Nicotina's mom. Oh yeah. Nicotina's mom.
Well, no, every guy I meet that does that gender app thing, they always say, "Wow, I look just like my mom." So that's why I asked if you looked at that picture, I was like, "Wow, that kind of looks like my mom."
Real, whatever, dude.
Can I just say I'm glad I've never done that before?
Me too.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Andre. If that's what your mom looked like, dude, I mean, not bad.
I think it's what she looked like when she was younger. She had long hair.
And they're like, high five, Miss Rena.
Yeah.
Here's
Here's my question: was she into Star Wars?
Heck yeah, baby.
Okay, so she wouldn't want me to force pull her hair.
No, my
Would light that garbo back.
I know.
My old man named me after Star Wars, hence my real name Luke.
Angie, no.
No.
Even Andre as a woman is not prettier than you.
Hold on. I just want to make a disclaimer for anyone who uses this gender app. For some reason, this gender app is very sexist because when men use it to become women, they make the men look absolutely beautiful. But if you're a woman and you do the gender swap to look at a man, I don't know about you, but when I did it, I looked like a drug addict.
That's
and
like Gilbert Godfrey.
I was very upset. I looked like I was begging for coins outside the liquor store. Like, hey, you got like $1 so I could take the bus. That's how bad it makes women look on that app. Do not use it if you are female.
Do it where you pretend like you're a man and you go, "I'd like to be a man," and they do man stuff to you.
Worst.
Like man.
It works great for men who want to see.
Hold on, wait a second. They do man stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, on the app, you could pick, would you like to go to female, right? Or to male, right? Can you take your male face and say, I want to go to male, and if it does something else to you?
Makes you look more macho.
More macho. Machismo.
It's like chins.
By the way, Andre,
What?
you know what we have to do, right?
What's that?
We have to arrange an interview.
Who's typing like that?
We have to
That's Matt Jarbo.
That's sorry, that's me.
No,
we have to arrange.
Cool, sorry.
We have to arrange, Andre, an interview, like a serious interview between me and your mom.
No, we're not doing that.
Like a serious interview, though.
I will not have my mom on here.
That would break Zack Snyder's Justice League number.
I could think of the name of the show. Poindexter's Lounge does Enosh's mom tonight.
Tina's mom. Make it Tina's mom.
He did do his own mom.
What?
He did it backwards.
What is
no. That will never happen.
Whoops.
And she'll never do it either. I mean, maybe if you paid her, maybe. I don't even know then.
Well, you know what?
How much?
How much?
I'm just saying, we could crowdfund that in a heartbeat. We could crowdfund that.
Start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, we'll start a GoFundMe for your mom, dude.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't even know what the context is. It's just going to be like Nicotina's mom at GoFundMe. I'm like, what's the point? I don't know.
Have Nicotina's mom on the Poindexter Lounge.
Oh, okay.
That'll be it.
Be like Poindexter Lounge after
about
dark.
those What about that Zack Snyder? It's about those numbers.
An intimate one-on-one interview between Enosh from
I don't even want to
Poindexter
know what you guys
Lounge.
would talk about.
The Missionary Files.
We were supposed to talk about how excited we were to get actual numbers for the movie, and now we're talking about people's moms.
talking about my mom. Come on.
Todd Fair here with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Todd. Now I know Todd has been on this idea, and I just don't see this idea ever happening.
No,
I agree.
Go to Marvel and direct an X-Men movie. He's not going to do it. He might do a Star Wars movie. I could see him doing a Star Wars movie possibly, but never a Marvel movie. He's just not going to do it.
Kevin Feige comes a calling, Zack Snyder's coming a running.
No, he's not. Right, Zack Snyder's not in a position where he has to. Zack Snyder.
He doesn't. No, it's not because he has
the only thing that would draw him over there is if they said, "Hey, we want to approach you about a Star Wars project." That's the only thing I think that would draw his attention. Like, okay, well, what about it?
Because he's shown that he's not passionate about those characters.
Hey, angry.
He's passionate about he's been passionate about DC characters, and that's who he's passionate about. He's not going to go over and do that because he's not First of all, I don't even think that they would want him to because of his creative style. Like his creative style does not match well with that style.
Talks, man. We're not talking about two teams here. It's not DC versus Marvel. It's a director.
It never has been.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a competition. DC's left way behind.
I want you to really
listen. No, here's the thing. Because you're looking at it like Zack Snyder just needs to make money and go over and make a Marvel movie. Zack Snyder can make hold on. Zack Snyder can literally make any film that he wants to right now. Zack Snyder, like literally, I saw an article the other day that talked about that Zack Snyder is the biggest star on the planet right now. Zack Snyder, whether or not Warner Brothers wants to acknowledge the power that he has, we've just gone over a bunch of numbers that says that his creative mind has given us something that literally right now has crossed all genres, has crossed where people who don't even like superhero movies have been watching this film. Millions of people watching this film. It's breaking these kind of records. He doesn't just have to go make a superhero movie. Zack is not just about just making superhero movies. He has systematically chosen the movies that he's done. And he's not just going to go jump ship and go over to Marvel because Marvel comes a calling. I'm sure. Look,
not two teams here. It's not two teams. He could do a great Daredevil or Moon Knight movie that is dark and in his kind of style without a problem for Marvel.
But he doesn't have the same. But he doesn't have the same kind of passion about those characters. And right now, he's only going to do stuff that the only thing that would even keep him doing DC films at this point is his passion for it and the fans that have supported him. He's not just. I guarantee you, he's not just looking to just do another superhero movie. I mean, he's
Moon Knight already got a director already.
What's that? Yeah, Moon Knight.
Yeah, they already have
just an example.
Yeah, I know. But Moon Knight already has a director. Like a Daredevil movie. Yeah, he could probably do something great with it.
Just an example.
Yeah, I know. Somebody's echoing.
That was me. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
I'm getting on my my iPad going and all that, so I'll copy it off you, Enosh, when you said that get all your TVs like going and all that to get the Snyder cut. So I've got my PlayStation 5 going, I've got my Xbox One going, I've got my phone going. Talking to you at the moment, I've got my iPad going, my laptop going, just playing Zack Snyder over and over and over and over.
Dedication, man.
God damn. I watched part of the movie earlier. I was like, damn, I'm doing a good
job.
I'm
not watching them. Sometimes I'm watching them, but yeah.
They're on. You're surrounding yourself. Aditya with 100 rupees.
Keep the faith.
There you go. With 100 rupees says, what do you guys think about Zack Snyder's Assassin's Creed series?
Oh.
About Zack Snyder's?
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool, but I mean, he doesn't. He's saying, "What if there was one?" Yeah. I think it'd be awesome. However, wherever he goes, I mean, they have to. And Sean has the best point right here. There's no creative freedom at Marvel, so he would have to go somewhere where they give him creative freedom. If he's restricted in any way, and they're trying to control how he creates his movie, then that's not really the environment for him. I mean, he's already dealt with that with Warner Brothers to many different degrees. And I think that's something that would not be something that he would want to be a part of. But like I said, I don't speak for him, obviously.
Yeah.
But that's just my take on it. I don't think he'd want to go somewhere where he'd have to be under the microscope.
Yeah. And that's just the way I look at it. I think that there's way too much. There's just like you said, way too much control over that and telling all the filmmakers what they basically have to do. I mean, that's Feige's probably biggest strength, and also it's probably a detriment though to some of the people who are making those movies too, because
Feige lets them as long as the character stays within the realm of the comic book. Right?
No,
as long as it stays within the formula.
No, they've got that stuff planned out for the next 10 years. Exactly what has to happen in each movie. But it's more like a TV show where a director just comes in and directs the TV show. Like they're not getting a bunch of creative input into it. They're bringing a visual style maybe or something like that. But as far as creative input into it, Feige is running that thing with a
Yeah.
He's
So an
running a
iron
tight
fist.
ship. Yeah, he's running a tight ship over there. And like I said, it's one of the good things. It's one of the good things because the MCU has been consistent and it doesn't waver a lot. But also, if you're talking about from a director standpoint, they may like the way certain things go, but it's not like they're coming in there to create a bunch of new, stuff.
Yeah, because like you said, they've had a plan from the get-go with Kevin Feige, and he's had like some of them have been hit and miss though with the Marvel stuff. Like like WandaVision was good, but it didn't do very well. Was very divisive.
Disagree.
So, yeah, okay, that's your opinion. Fair enough. Also with Captain Marvel. See, I didn't mind that movie, but that was very divisive as well. But
define divisive. It still made $1 billion.
Made $1 billion.
That's the whole.
Exactly,
you can say something's divisive, but
movie.
it's an MC. Yeah, it had the added benefit of being a slingshot right before Endgame. 100%. It had that going into it. But you know what? I hate to quote Grace Randolph in the positive because I usually think she is talking out of her butt. But she made a great comment a couple of days ago where she said the difference generally. The biggest problem with the DCEU is that they are not Marvel in regards to continuity, because Marvel sets things up for a must-see situation, and fans respond to that by having something to look forward to. DC doesn't do that. And so they're causing all those problems right now, because what do they have on the horizon that makes you go, oh my God, I have to see this?
Not a damn thing.
Only the Suicide Squad is the only one that people have been looking forward to.
That's the only one they got coming out.
For the next 3 years or so, Snyderverse. That's what we're going to hear for the next 3 years. That's it.
So that's my whole point is you can call it divisive and to an extent, maybe some people, but the general audiences went to it enough to see it enough times to make it $1 billion. WandaVision was the #1 show in the world. There's no denying that. You can say the ending was divisive, but
the ending ticked everybody off who would put all their stock in. They thought because that was the Star Wars effect. That was the Star Wars. That was the Star Wars effect.
Yeah, that was the Star Wars effect.
Because people thought that they knew what was going to happen, and the second that it didn't happen the way that they wanted it to happen, people got really ticked off over those last 2 episodes. And there was a lot of negativity. There was a lot of negativity that was coming out about it.
So many freaking just entitled people, dude. That's the biggest problem.
Exactly.
Here.
Exactly.
It was #1. Though that was the point, though, that he was making. It doesn't matter if it pissed people off. It was still the #1 show in the world.
It did great, and I think where it ran into a problem was that all these, the expectations of this huge reveal when there really never was one. And that, to me, it worked in its favor, definitely, because it created more buzz for the show. But that's what left the fans wanting more, because they were like, dude, what the hell? Like, that's how it ends? Everyone thought, including myself, that something bigger was going to happen at the end. And I thought that they had a chance to really do something big. But instead, it was just more of a character progression and a character, arc of a story, and that's how it is.
Which is exactly what they said it was going to be.
Exactly, but Matt, you know what I'm saying. Like, it was the way they were setting things up. Everyone thought that something massive was going to happen, but
that was everybody overthinking. That was the whole problem with that show.
But it's not like the trades were helping either, though.
Well, no, the trades. The thing is, though, the trades have no. Outside of Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline, Slash Film, a couple other ones, all the other trades, zero ethical reasoning or responsibility to even remotely play fair, to even remotely attempt to rein it in. If you just go and look at the metrics for something like, let's say, Screen Rant pulls in, I think, like nearly 100 million clicks a month because of the 1,000 articles a day they put out. 1,000 a day.
There's no way 1,000 a day. It cannot be.
Dude, look up an RSS feed. It's at least no, maybe not 1,000, but it's definitely it's definitely like over 100 a day. That is true, because I had to remove them from my RSS feed reader because it was nothing but Screen Rant, and it was nothing but like contradictory articles. You know, I mean, look at Heroic Hollywood. Heroic Hollywood, all they do is they just look at fan art. They just take fan art or cosplay from Instagram and they do an article of like, this is what Robert Downey Jr. would look like as Swamp Thing. Like, okay, who cares? But it's like that's how they're
That's Swamp Thing.
I know. Look at Heroic Hollywood, and most of their stuff is either going to be the general scoops covered by the main trades, or it's going to be stuff from Instagram, or they might take something that, like, you know, one of the scoopers, say like Daniel RPK or whomever, you know, and that's what they do, and that's where it all is right now. Like, I actually went after Tyrone Magnus today on Twitter because he was out. He made a video about Brie Larson being the most powerful Jedi, and I'm like, dude, this is from We Got This Covered, man. But not even that. We Got This Covered. It was Mike Zero. It was Mike Zero.
We're going to talk about that this Thursday on 2 Cents on Nonsense, because Mike Zero put out a video today saying, and actually it's the same video he's actually been putting out for the last week, talking about that Brie Larson. I mean, it's the same video he's been putting out for months, actually, for a couple of months, talking about Brie Larson is in Star Wars, but she's going to be a Jedi in a future project named Mauve, who will be the most powerful Jedi ever because she's on a quest to find some ancient artifact, and that she will be more powerful than Anakin, more powerful than Rey, more powerful than Luke. That they're going to make her, and it's absolute bull. There is no truth to it whatsoever, and yet
he's just talking out of his ass.
Yes, and Tyrone, and Tyrone Well, first of all, We Got This Covered ran with it, and there was another page though that ran with it too, but it was another like tabloid thing, and they quoted Mike Zero. I swear to God,
why would you quote that guy?
Because they're idiots, and these people don't know who these people are.
They just want something. They just want to put something out.
Oh my! I just saw this. Tyrone Magnus blocked me on Twitter. Because I said, I'm like, I said, for the love of God, this is fake news. I know you probably don't care, but a lot of us actually give an S about being accurate in our reporting. And so he blocked me. He blocked me like a bitch.
And Tyrone Magnus should know better. He built his whole career off this, dude. He built his whole career off of, all he does is react. Like, he is the most laziest person on YouTube, literally lazier than so many other people with bad takes, because all he does is he sat there and he read the article and that was it. But because he's pro Snyder Cut, he got a lot of good faith in the whole thing, and he did a whole, it's just, no, man, like, people should hold people like this to account. That's all I'm saying.
Matt, doesn't Tyrone Magnus get most of his stuff from like his fans, like all these articles and stuff?
Most likely, yeah. When you get to a point where you don't have to actually do anything, because people will just send you the article and go, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And it's easy, but you don't have to put any thought into it. You don't, it's like you look at something like that Cosmic Book News article, because Enosh brought up the numbers earlier, and like him and I did a whole video about it, and I went and started reading further into it that a lot of these people weren't looking into because they were just pulling from the headlines. So someone like that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if your audience sends you something to talk about. At least do the research before you open your damn mouth.
Exactly.
And that's the thing, is like, I don't have any problem calling out Tyrone Magnus for being lazy. Everyone knows that it's the case. But what I have a problem with is when, like, he's got almost 2 million subscribers.
Yep, almost 2 million.
And he's talking about this. Now, granted, his engagement is terrible compared to what it used to be. But people still will look at that and go, like, hey, he's reporting on it, so it must be true. Because why would he lie to us? And the thing is, it's not that he's doing it willingly. It is very much just laziness. It's just laziness, and it's just irresponsibility. And that's my biggest problem with a lot of this stuff. So,
couple things here real quick. Ryan Hartwell with the $2 super chat says, I can see Zack making a Court of Owls film.
Yeah.
I mean,
but see, I don't know. I could see that, but I think that they're probably going to touch on that in Matt Reeves' Batman. So that's why. Yeah. But I see where Ryan's getting at, and he's got a very good point. I mean, that's a storyline that he would be able to dive into.
Yeah. And then I did want to address this. James talked about Paul Bettany, talking about like, the actor that he wanted to work with. He was being cheeky. He was talking about himself.
Yeah, exactly.
He was saying that I finally got to work with an actor I've wanted to work with my whole life. And it was himself because he got to play both versions of Vision. So that's what that was. And then hold on just a second here.
Oh, that tricky Bettany.
I know, right? And then Andrew Christie with another $5 super chat says, "Yeah, Matt, I commented on one of Tyrone's videos for using 'We Got This Covered' as a source, and well, you should look. I'm just telling you, like, I don't care who does it, like people like that, especially somebody that size. I'm sorry, like, I don't care if you react to stuff. I don't care what you do. You should know better at that point, and you should be held responsible for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, when We Got This Covered first started posting stuff, we all got sucked into that. You know what I mean? Like we all got sucked into like, oh, hey, here's, it's a news site. It's a movie site. It must be something. Yeah. When they first started, right? They were just, it seemed legit and it was like a news site. And so it's like, okay, cool. Maybe they got a story that somebody else didn't get. And then you just started seeing, well, this stuff isn't coming to, this stuff isn't true, so the more you start seeing that, you're like, no, it's total garbage. People shouldn't be making videos saying anything about that, and none of that stuff is true about Brie Larson. So I haven't watched his video yet. Matt, did you watch the actual video, or did you just comment on it, seeing what it was?
No, I watched it. I kept skimming through it to see if he was going to give his opinion. Mm-hmm. No, he just read the article.
So he done like what John Campia does.
No, John Campia gives his opinion.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
John Campia rarely ever brings up the article. He puts together notes from the night before. Mm-hmm. People send him topics. He will then go and research those topics.
I used to be a big fan of him. I still sort of am, but to me, he seems to be always sort of sitting on the fence all the time.
Because he doesn't want to anger the piggy bank.
Exactly. And he'll say like, people that love like, a certain movie, he hates it. But, he doesn't want to anger the fans, and rightfully so. I would do the same.
Yeah.
I would do the
all right,
same.
guys. I gotta bounce. My stream starts right now. So if anyone is looking for more movie talk after Enosh is done, but only after Enosh is done, come over and support a real journalist. So not me.
Wow.
I said not me. I said not me. That wasn't about Enosh. That wasn't about Enosh. That everyone here is fantastic except for Saggy. And
you can
know what
me
you
if
did.
you like.
You know what you did.
You know what you did.
You had that
what
one coming,
you did.
Saggy. You had it coming.
Matt Jarbo, you retweeted it, and like some guy who's verified commented on it. Like that's a good thing. I made you famous.
Wait, what? Anyway, I'll go
verified.
Look. Yeah, some guy who's verified.
Was it Tyrone Magnus?
No,
no, he's not verified on Twitter.
It was some Star Wars dude. Hold on, what's his name? He commented on it.
I'm looking it up right now.
Hold on. Mistwood Publishing. Mistwood Publishing says, "Who is this punk taking a dump on Tyrone?" My name is Matt Jarbo. I run a channel called $3 Theater. I am, and if you would like to discuss it further, you can. We can talk about laziness in YouTubing. It's a fun topic to go over. All right.
Jason Ward.
Oh yeah, no, Jason Ward's cool.
Yeah, he's verified. He's making Star Wars is his handle.
Yeah. He's an actual insider.
Yeah, well, he invited you to a date because of my video.
I can get some inside scoops.
Yeah, so
you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind. I'll take a shot to the mouth if it gets me some exclusives.
Can I get a thank you? Can I get a thank you?
No,
he's definitely gonna take it.
He leaves.
No.
I got him a date, and he's saying that I did something wrong, but I got him a date. God.
Say, how about a casting in Obi-Wan? Huh? No, okay.
No, he's gone. He's gone.
Good. Boys, now I'm mad.
And girl, I'm gonna get out of here too.
He's been ticking everybody off. Yeah, we're coming to. I did want to. There was one. If you got to go, I understand.
I don't have to, but what do we got?
Okay, so I got. Whoa!
Hey now! He's putting the screws here, Enosh.
Right? He's like, I'm really boring.
Unless the stream gets better.
Well, I got one here that was that Zack Snyder talks about how Warner Brothers hated
Oh,
Yeah,
froze.
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm trying to do 5 different things, and then I got
froze off. Is all.
I know. Then I got a quick one for Drav Walker here because it's Australian based. But this one is Batman v Superman. Zack Snyder on the hatred the studio had for Ben Affleck's DC debut. It's fair to say that DC Extended Universe has had an interesting road since it kicked off with Zack Snyder's Man of Steel in 2013. This is from Cinema Blend, by the way. While the franchise has had its highs, there have been times during which things didn't go so smoothly. This was especially the case during the release of 2016's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, in which the studio interfered. That's my edit, which drew mixed responses from audience. Now, according to Snyder, the studio behind the film had some hatred towards that movie that marked Ben Affleck's DC debut. Zack Snyder, who was recently able to release the Snyder Cut, says Warner Brothers held quite a bit of contempt for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and as the filmmaker explained, they also had an effect that this almost had an effect on his work on Justice League. It says, I feel like the studio had this hatred for Batman v Superman. There was this pressure on me to divorce Justice League from Batman v Superman, which I didn't want to do and which I didn't do. Zack Snyder was pretty honest in his recent interview with Games Radar. Working on a massive DC film can't be easy as is, but it definitely had to have been draining for him to be in a situation filled with that much pressure. As the director recently revealed, the studio actually had rules for what could and couldn't be in Justice League. Though, as Zack Snyder points out, he didn't succumb to the stress while he was developing his version of Justice League. Many DC fans likely know that Snyder intended for Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Justice League to form a cohesive story arc, along with 2 other movies, and he continued to explain in the interview, Snyder really wanted to hold firm to the narrative he was planning for his 5-film saga. And, I do think it's interesting. Man of Steel ends a certain way. And where does Batman v Superman start?
Right where that left off.
It starts off where that leaves off, doesn't it? It starts off with the Superman is introduced. Batman v Superman ends off with the death of Superman. And where does Justice League start off?
Yeah.
Right. It's going to be interesting to see where a Justice League 2 or a series or whatever on HBO Max goes with that and what he does there. To say Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice had a polarizing effect on critics and general audiences would be an understatement. While there were fans who gravitated to the film, others took issue with some of its creative choices, and then some of it, people just didn't connect with, honestly, because the studio interfered. So apparently, more there of what we have already known, for the last couple of years. And that is that the studio Warner Brothers has not been able to get it together when it comes to what they wanted to see from these movies. And they put pressure on Zack to do things with these films that made no sense, and they chopped them up left and right, and then they tried to take some kind of high ground, like they were something better, that they could put something better than what Zack did, and yet Zack has now completely obliterated that very notion, that very idea. That's what I love about Zack Snyder's Justice League being so good, Andre. That's what I love about it being so good, man. Like it totally obliterates all of this BS about Man of Steel, BVS, and everything, and even 2017's.
It does, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but no, it does. It encompasses both the films. It brings full circle from where we started in Man of Steel, then BVS, and then Justice League. But it doesn't end there, and that's what I find so idiotic, is that for someone to say, oh well, this will complete his trilogy, when nobody ever said it was a trilogy. And the story, if you watch the movie, you would know that, okay, this is not a trilogy. It's a 5-film arc. There's obviously more story to be told.
Yeah, I just imagine the interview went something like this. What the Penta? What? What's the one with the 3?
Trilogy.
There we go.
Trilogy.
Much better.
Much better.
pentagram. No, we're not allowed to say pentagram.
Jeez, I was going, what
We
the
can
hell?
do a pentology. That's of the devil. All of a sudden, they found religion. And you know what?
Pentagram.
Scanners is actually saying something that I've seen a lot of, and actually heard a couple of articles about, is that people are going back to BVS and Man of Steel now and saying that they appreciate it so much more now after the Snyder Cut because it makes more sense to them.
As long as they also go back to the. Sorry, I was
I was just going to say you had to wait 6 years to figure out what would happen next.
For some people, I guess it did. Yeah.
And Sarnoff's here.
Oh, is she back in the chat? Oh, yeah.
Back.
Oh, she's back. She was here the other day. What's up, Hunka? What did she say? Hunka, fire in my loins. Good to see you, Ann. Good to see you back, Ann. I'm glad that you were frequenting the Poindexter Lounge. Always glad to have you.
She must have
if
seen
you could
Matt
just learn
Jarbo's
how.
picture.
Yeah, now if you could just learn how to count, Ann. But you know, we had Ann Sarnoff's math teacher in here the other night, so I don't know if she's still like lingering around. But you know, Hal Johnson's here. You know, Ann counts like Tony. Ann counts like Tony after one or too many Labats.
Hey, it's Molson. It says right here, Molson.
What?
Hey,
Labats.
Hey,
can you count that, Tony?
He's drinking Molson's.
I said,
isn't that water? Is that water?
No.
Your beer is
like
water.
Jim Beam and Coke.
More Canadian.
All right, and then this is the last thing that
Is
I
it a
had for the night.
beer or Jim Beam Coke?
What?
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
It's a beer.
Everyone got very quiet. Like, what? What did he say? What did he say?
Ralph Boner's here. My good buddy.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
That's me. That's me
Yeah,
kissing.
sorry.
That's me kissing your plans goodbye, Ann.
I can't believe you're drinking the Habs stuff there, dude.
But by the way, I think we should. I think when we finish this stream, I think that we should end this like an old 70s game show where we're all like, Ann,
Ah!
right there to you, Ann.
Right in the kisser.
You know what? And here's something interesting, guys. Here's something interesting that I hadn't even thought about. They basically threw Ann to the wolves last week. Because
I don't know, did they? She kind of threw herself to the wolves.
Yeah,
but she was just like, "Hey, don't worry, guys. I'll fall on the sword."
No. Because hold on, we had not heard from Ann about any of this, but notice they couldn't have put Hamada out there because Hamada's connected. They couldn't put Emmerich out there because Emmerich is connected. They couldn't put anybody else that's been connected to this thing because they're too connected and there's already this negativity. So they decided to put Ann out there, who's had absolutely no connection to this, absolutely nothing to do with this, and it's not even her decision. Is the thing. It's not even her decision. They put her out there because who's going to attack Ann? Right? Exactly. That's exactly it. Is nobody's going to attack. No, they figured nobody's going to attack the woman executive who comes out and has to relay this news, and that they would hit all the bullet points. We know that they hit all the bullet points. It was very systematic. They put it out for a reason, and the way that they put it out, and that it is what it is. Ann was saying what she was told and towing the company line, and and it's going to backfire on Warner Brothers hugely because they're going to look like absolute fools if they keep for as long as they keep up this charade that they're not going to broaden. Yes, I know, Ann. I know, Ann.
Be very wrong.
I know, right? Enosh WB did me very wrong. Come on the channel, Ann. Come on the channel. We'll tell your story.
I love how in the article she goes, and Walter is a person of color. He understands that. It was like, oh, why are we going there? Like, come on. You got to be kidding me with that. Yeah, it was like, come on. that was so over the line.
So this last story is one. We'll do this one for Luke Dravwalker, because this one hit me a little funny. And that is Australian government officials anime figures Joker statue declared a psychological hazard.
Are you serious? What is it like that bubble effect thing?
You can tell this guy's one of us.
That's a bogan right there.
That's like a bogan.
This guy's a nerd. just like us.
Me,
What's that?
100%. Are you talking about me? Yeah.
No.
No. We're talking about this guy right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I
This
need
guy right here.
context 100% with this.
Okay.
'cause this
Okay.
is
So check this
something
out. Check this out. An Australian government official's display of pop culture, comics, and anime figurines in their office has been declared a psychological hazard, according to a statement.
What?
Yes, according to a statement from the ComCare government agency. The bizarre intersection of public servant and waifu figurine, figurines.
What'd you call me?
You heard what I called you. The bizarre intersection of public servant and waifu figurines entered the national consciousness last year. Around 20 figurines were reportedly displayed in the office of Gerard Boyce, who remains the deputy president of the Fair Work Commission. And the figures had become the subject of debate at a Senate estimates hearing. Now, this is something very interesting to me because in jobs that I have worked at, I have had my figures up in my office and people have come in and some people look at you weird because you got action figures. You can have sports memorabilia. You can have books. You can have all kinds of other memorabilia. Yes.
See, do you know what a waifu is?
No, I don't.
Okay, so waifu loosely translated means wife. So in the anime community, which is why I'm happy this is a story that I'm like, I know all about this. So
awesome.
A waifu is like when you have a character that is a female in the anime series that is like, that's your wife. So that is your waifu. That is a character you are absolutely love and are obsessed with, and that's why they call them waifus.
Okay.
And I can see why that, because that's why when you were reading it, I needed context. I'm like, when they said waifu, I was like, I can see why that's kind of cringy to see a figurine. And if you see anime character figurines,
yeah, because they're talking about Ghost in the Shell. Sorry,
some of the characters are very overly sexualized, and I can see that being a little creepy for an official of the government to have all these little cute, sexy, posed anime girls.
Well, let's read it. Let's read it and see what this says.
Keep your toys at home.
Some member. Oh, shut up. I'll take my toys wherever I want to take my toys.
That's what she
said. I'm running out of room with all my figurines.
I'll put a toy right up where this. No, never mind. Okay. Some members of the Fair Work Commission questioned whether the figurines would undermine trust in the professionalism of the commission at the time, and the deputy president was forced to remove at least one of the figurines. It's not clear exactly what was removed, but the Sydney Morning Herald reported that some of the figures included Scarlett Johansson's representation of the major Ghost in the Shell, a figurine of Jared Leto's Joker, along with Harley Quinn in fishnets, and Captain America.
That's
why I'm not getting that vibe that you were talking about here, because that's not, they don't talk about it. There was also this photo in a news story this week featuring two characters, including Vampirella. Vampirella, and I know that she's kind of premium format figure from Sideshow Collectibles. A year after that furor, ComCare, a government body which oversees work, health, and safety for the Commonwealth, found that the figurines did not violate Australia's work, health, and safety laws, but they considered the display of figurines to be a psychological hazard.
Jeez. But some of these are statues, though.
Yeah, that's what they are. They're just statues.
So how can they be?
Yeah,
psychological. Like, how is that the best? It looks really good with Australia at the moment when we see an article like this popping up from the Sydney Morning Herald, which is like our main sort of newspaper that we get each day, and that's an actual topic. Like, come on.
Yep. It says it's not outlined how exactly that was the case or what figurines were specifically flagged, although the SMH had a great quote from last year from a defender of the Deputy Fair Work Commission president. The quote is, when have figurines sold to kids and adults at EB Games been deemed inappropriate for display, particularly as these were displayed on a shelf in private chambers, not accessible to others without the Deputy President's, Mr. Boyce's, permission. Steve Knott, president of the Australian Mines and Metals Association industry body, told SMH. It says, for its part, Comcare has recommended Fair Work Commission staff review unacceptable conduct and sexual harassment policies in Australia. I hear the Fair Work Ombudsman has a lot of good resources for that thing, suggestions on what to do about anime and waifu figures in the office, however, was not listed on the Ombudsman's website at the time of writing.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
I wish we could go back.
What a world.
That's
This
so,
makes me afraid.
so silly.
This makes me 100% like scared to bring any of my Pokemon Pops to my job.
Right?
I think my Pokemon Pops would scare the alcoholics at the liquor store that I work in, and it would creep them out, and it would give them some psychological craziness. And I'm absolutely yes. I don't bring Pops to work, guys. Don't bring any action figures to work. I thought, see, when they said waifu, that's why I was confused, because I'm like, when you started describing them, like, those aren't waifus. The ones that were removed have nothing to do with waifu. So I don't know why they included that part, because none of those characters mentioned, with the exception of Scarlett Johansson's role in Ghost of the Shell, which is a live action adaptation of an anime. It's like, that is very, very weird that they said waifu, and then is Captain America waifu? Like,
that's right.
That's very. So that's very upsetting that they worded it waifu, and then they were like, but the ones that was Captain America.
Yeah, that's when you said that, because I don't know a lot about all that stuff. I'm not really huge into anime. I mean, my anime stuff is like Voltron, man. That was old school stuff for me, like Voltron and like Robotech, some of that old school stuff. Like, I haven't really gotten into a lot of newer stuff, and I know that there's a lot of things out there that people really like, but I don't really know a lot of the lingo to that. I don't know what constitutes what, but like, when I start reading that they're talking about Captain America and the Joker and Harley Quinn, I mean, I get it. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go. There's some Voltron. There's some Voltron right there, baby. It's a great set.
I think I'm around the same age as you, enough, if not older.
What'd you say, Luke?
I'd say I'm around the same age as most of the people on the panel. Some people are younger. I'm 39. I'm a big toy collector, but I don't like to call them toys. I call them figurines, because my nephews can't touch my figurines.
There you go.
I used to be a gyprocker plasterer. Then I became a carer for my olds. They live upstairs. I live downstairs. I'm running out of room. So when there's a fire, I'm going for my figurines and comics. I'm not grabbing my parents can run. They can jump out of the fire. I'm going for my figurines and toys and comics to get out of the house when there's a fire.
My problem is I would never get out of here alive.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it. Me too. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it. Which one do you take first? Which one do you?
Oh, dude, you know what? I
think I grabbed certain comics and my Mickey Mantle cards, and I like everything. That's graded. It's coming. Everything else is.
I have no idea at this point. At this point, I really have no idea.
He's gonna take the aircraft carrier.
The 21 square foot aircraft carrier behind me. That's
jeez.
Put everything on top of it and just sail it right out. Yeah, like
you guys have a stretcher. Not for me.
Not for me.
Andy, grab one end of this. Grab one end of it.
Give me some oxygen and let's go. Give me some oxygen. And let's go. Hey, by the way, shout out here to Josh Lasota with a $5 super chat. Thank you, buddy. Says thank you all for being as objective as you can and keep up the good work. You all are one of my favorite YouTube. You are all. I will get this. I will get it. You all are one of my YouTube favorites. Nice. Thank you, Josh. I got it out. Thank you, Josh. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the $5 super chat. But yeah, I don't know, man. I started thinking this because I've had people look at me weird for certain things. Like, I'll be honest with you. Like, if you guys are familiar with the Batman that laughs, for example, right? The Batman that laughs, that's a pretty scary looking figure. And I had that at my church, and I was a little concerned at first, like when I had that in my church office, where I was like, is somebody going to say anything weird about that? But nobody ever said anything.
Is this the last church or this one?
The last one.
Oh, okay.
That's not why. That's somebody went in there and they're like, you actually got this, right?
I didn't want to be a dick there or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I hear you. No, actually, that was one of the pluses actually of this new place that I'm at. They're like, you got action figures, awesome. Like, it actually has been cool. It's like, cool, sweet.
Okay.
You're like, God forbid I bring a Skeletor. Bring a Skeletor in, man, and all of a sudden, the devil. It's
like, wow, you have action figures.
They were. That's how all the office ladies were. They were like, you got action figures. I was like,
I think they were saying, "Ball ram you." It's like, did you say?
Start putting all candles around the place and start burning incense.
Do not have a waifu. Tony's my waifu, though.
Oh, baby, I love you.
So that's what we got for tonight. But I just do want to say, like, look, I want to encourage everybody. I understand what's going on right now. I want you to all understand what's going on. All of this BS about the Snyderverse is dead. Everyone who comes at you, because I know if they're coming at me, they're coming at you. I see the posts on Twitter. I see the stuff going around, right? Yes, tis I. Skeletor is always welcome. Whoops, yeah, better watch the Kiss posters and the figurines, right?
Kiss comics too.
Yes, Tiff is Enosh's waifu for sure. Jeff John says I'm his waifu, says Ann. Thank you, Barcelona. Iconic stream, everyone.
Damn. How do we live up to that, man?
I know.
Wow.
But guys,
gotta bring it harder tomorrow.
Look, I know, right? Look, here's the thing, is that there will definitely, if Zack Snyder wants to do it, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of them finding a way to save face while still giving us more of the Snyderverse. That takes time, but you guys have spoken up. You guys have come to the table. You have made your voices heard. Now, I encourage you, keep making your voices heard. Keep doing that by watching Zack Snyder's Justice League. Okay, we waited 4 years for it. Watch the heck out of that thing, man. Like, literally burn the servers down. Okay, watch it as many times as you possibly can. Do not let up. Do not. I know, but don't think. Well, that it's just done, and now we're just going to stop watching it. Show them the numbers. Show them the amount of people that are watching it on repeat, that have it on over and over again, that are enjoying this thing, that are enjoying it in segments. You don't have to watch all 4 hours at once. Watch it in the segments. It's great chapters that you can watch it in. Do this. Show them that you care about this. Also, use the hashtag Restore the Snyderverse, but don't go into serious and inappropriate threads and posts and where we're talking about serious, real issues that are going on in real life, and just spam it with Restore the Snyderverse. That is not how we get this done. We're going to get this done by being respectful, by showing the world that we are an awesome fandom that cares about people, that we have raised over $500,000 for suicide prevention. You guys raised alone here on this channel $1,300 Saturday night. Amazing. That's amazing.
Preach it, Enosh.
That's amazing. You guys need to keep that up. You guys need to keep up the positivity. Keep doing what you do. Keep bringing that positive heat, because if they feel that positive heat, there's going to be pressure on Warner Brothers to say, okay, fine, we'll figure out a way to give you the Snyderverse where it won't affect what we're doing, and then we can enjoy DC properties. We can enjoy things, because I've said all along, I have no problem enjoying DC properties that aren't necessarily set in the Snyderverse, but don't try to take away what I love either. Okay, and don't come out and do an article about it and basically mock what I like and just try to put a boot in it. because that ain't going to work either. That ain't going to work either. And so look, I understand the frustration. I've been frustrated too. You guys all know I've been frustrated, but being rude to people is not going to get the job done.
Showing positivity right now. Positivity, not negativity.
Criticism.
Also, let Zack know that if he is short on budget for the Snyderverse, I am willing to do deepfakes for him and put Matt Jarbo as every Justice League character to make it a lot easier, so he doesn't have to cast. Well, we won't put him on Cyborg because that's Ray's thing, but everybody else, I'm happy.
But we'll
to
make
do
him
so.
dance. We'll make him.
Yeah,
dance
we'll make him dance. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see that tweet, Enosh, from Alex Lobo about the comparison between Justice League 2017 when she gets headbutted by Superman into what Zack's?
That's an interesting.
That's what we talked about today over on my show. That was we did that, and we covered a thread by Kirsten Acuna from the Insider, and it was really. It just was appalling to see the weird sexual changes that Joss Whedon made to the movie, and also how it was just discrimination against women at that. Just taking away a lot of scenes that gave them strength, that gave them identity. It just and made them more into just sexual items. It was just really bad. But it's fascinating to see like how WB let this happen.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Luke.
I was just going to say, in Zack's Justice League, it's all he stuff. He never used any of Justice League stuff. But in Justice League, he used a lot of Zack stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But, in Zack, there is none of Josh's stuff. There were some things that I like small things that I liked in Justice League, like when Batman says to Wonder Woman, he's more human than any of us. I love that bit. But and also at the end, to all comic nerds out there, where we had the running of Superman and the Flash in that race, like I've got the comic, but apart from that, Justice League, it was dog shit. I gotta say it. But Zack's one just shits all over it. I'm glad that we got it, and Enosh, you were awesome to raise all that money. I was happy to be a part of it.
Yes,
and also with the brick and taking it there with Nerdy in Many Ways, mate. We heard it down here, man.
Oh, so that's awesome, man.
Be proud of yourself, man, because we are of you, mate.
Thank you, Luke. Luke, I appreciate that, man.
Of course, man. Anytime, man.
Real quick to Mistwood. So I wasn't a youth pastor. I am a worship pastor. It's a weird thing. So I hope that your wife is doing well. And man, I think I have found a home. We'll see. There's some things to be discussed still, but it sounds like I'm on the right road. So we'll get there. There's still some conversations to be had. But I do want to say real quick before we go out tonight, we gave away the big Death of Superman comic thing this last week, where we had the big giveaway that RJ Resident Justice won. So I got a couple of things here we're going to give out at the end of this week, actually. And that is, I got a couple of these Green Arrow hats for you. So,
wow.
Yeah. So for it, and the way that you get one of these, check this out. Yep.
Can you turn them backwards, Enosh,
cool.
so we can see if they're fitted hats or
they're not fitted hats. No, they're not fitted hats. No, they're not fitted hats. But you know
Still
what? But
cool.
they're really nice
Still
though.
cool.
They're really, really nice hats. And so so check it out. Anybody who gives a super chat or becomes a Patreon supporter or a member of the channel, you are in the running for this. So anybody who's given a super chat this month, you're in the running for this. And then also anyone who anyone who is a Patreon supporter or a member, you're always in the release. So we're gonna give 2 gifts away this week. So, and then we got more stuff to give away as well. We always do. But
I think I got a hoodie coming, don't I?
I
Yes.
want that.
yes, Mr. Ray over here, Mr. Tony, he is one of our. I'm actually sending out this week, folks, because on our memberships, so one of our memberships levels are you get a T-shirt every month, and so I'm sending out. I'm arranging for T-shirts to go out from TeePublic this week. But Mr. Tony here said, "Hey, do you mind if I sit on it for a couple of months and get a sweatshirt instead?" And so I said, "Sure, why not?" And so Tony's going to get a sweatshirt because he's.
I'm looking forward to it.
For Tony, he will
Nice.
do that.
I will
Gosh,
do
I feel
that.
like I feel like these prizes are sexist. I think you need to bring out some panties for the ladies.
Oh,
Yeah,
Excuse
I'm
me?
definitely saying yes, some panties.
You see,
Why
you,
can't
you
we
think
have
that's
panties?
sexist?
Why can't we have panties?
How do you think that would sound if Enoch said, and to the ladies, I'll send you a pair of panties? That's like
Like what-
canceled. Goodbye.
Well, why
Andy's a
can't we-
and he
why
well,
can't we have
Enoch holds them.
panties?
Andy be all over
So-
him. "Ah, he said panties.
Well, why
Does
can't we
he
have
not-
panties?
People would run him down the drain.
Oh my gosh!
Shaggy,
Does that
Nicholas
mean
Patton.
Enoch has to hold them up and
Pat-
say, who wants these? Who wants these? You know, like, bid for these sort of thing. Yeah, it's a show.
Bad take, Saggy. Bad take, Saggy.
Yeah, men wear panties
Oh,
too. Why
man.
can't we just have unisex panties?
So, like, what are you thinking? Wonder Woman,
Banana hammocks.
Batman
Teespring
one,
doesn't have it.
Banana hammocks.
banana hammock.
Why are we
dude.
Where's the banana?
sexualizing
Get the
panties?
banana.
They're just panties.
Where's the banana? We need the hammock.
I
for
love
it.
that
He
word.
ate half the
I love that
You
word.
son of a
Panties.
bitch. You already ate it. Is that why you turned your camera off?
Maybe.
What
It's been a long day. Been a long day.
It's been a long day, man. I'm telling you.
It's been a long day. I was hungry, man. I was hungry.
You gotta get
That's
that
why I took the
potassium in
camera.
you.
Still got a half a banana left, man.
Half a banana left. Here. Yeah, me too. I gotta go.
It's gonna go drink a Molson's.
Right.
I'm
Thank
drinking
you. Thank you so much, Angie. We love you too. We love all of you guys. Thank you guys for your support of the channel. Thank you guys for supporting us Saturday night as we raise that money for the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. You guys are just fantastic, and I can't ever tell you. Oh, also, by the way, Lewis, as soon as I get off of this stream, so here's something interesting. Lewis, a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to say this online because I know Lewis. I had the whole thing on Saturday to try to get caught up with and everything with the interview and everything. But Lewis, so traditionally, I have not opened up, the mailing giveaways for people in other countries just because it's darn expensive. And Lewis is in the UK. But Lewis has been a great supporter, and he actually won the Cloverfield, DVD set. And I was like,
You're like, well,
oh boy, okay, well, you know what? He won. So, and somehow I kind of missed that, and but the thing was that I actually looked to see how much it was going to ship, and it was going to cost me like almost $100 to ship this DVD. And I was like, love you, Lewis. But times are tough. I'm trying to get that new job. We'll figure it out. And so actually I'm sending Lewis an Amazon gift card. So
or just give him a code for the digital copy.
there you go for the digital. Yeah, I don't know if there's a digital
Yeah.
copy in
It's
there.
like you really have it.
I know, right?
It's like I
Other
gave you
people do
access
that,
to
yeah.
the movie. I gave you access.
Other people do that.
Yeah.
You
So
just send them the box,
Right.
or get someone there.
oh my gosh. But it's all good. So I want you to know, man, when we get off of this stream, I'll finalize that stuff because I'm sorry. I asked him a bunch of questions and he answered them in a timely manner, but I did not get back. So I'm outing myself on that one. So
Well, you had a lot going on.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
he does. He's a very busy man. Very busy man.
With the job hunt and computers crashing left and right, hard drives exploding. It's just nuts.
But you know what? We're just about like leveled off where like the computer's working, things are going well, things are they're getting back to normal a little bit around here. So
It's good.
but thank you
good to
guys.
hear.
Thank you all for your support. I want to thank everybody on the panel tonight, even to Matt Jarbo. who is doing his other thing there. And then thank you to Tony for coming here. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate having you tonight. Thank you to Brian, Master of None, who's hiding in his dark room. There you go. Hey, Brian, you want to tell everybody where they can find you, sir?
Well, you can find me on YouTube, Brian Master of None. Same can be said.
Why was that funny? Why?
Right. Because it just sounded like he had like chew in his eyes. He's like, "Hey, my name's Brian, and you can find me here at Master of None."
Do you want to know what's really funny about that one? Is I do. So,
Yeah, I knew it. I called it.
Bam!
Called it.
Bam!
I don't vape anymore. So,
Oh, really? You stopped?
Stop vaping, yeah.
And you went to tobacco?
It's nicotine pouches. They're nicotine pouches.
Oh, okay.
They're not chew.
I went to hard chew.
I go into hard
That
chew.
shit was awful, man. I used to do
We need
so
hard
much.
Come on, at least he's trying.
Bourbon.
Give it,
Room temperature.
he's doing his
So we're
best. Doing his best.
Drugs!
It's on that
Brian, when he couldn't find his vape pen, he's like, "Where's the cocaine? Where is it? Where is the cocaine?"
Hey, I don't even know.
So Brian, where can we find you?
Where can we find you, Brian?
Brian Master of None on everything except for Twitter, which is bhill170167. Think Enterprise Football. You'll find me. All right, guys.
Yeah, but hey, go show Brian some love for sure. Go support his channel. Tony doesn't have a channel, but he shows up here every once in a while, and we love having him. Nicotina, Andre, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you and your mom?
You can find me and my mom over on the Nicotina Show on YouTube. I'll post the link in the chat because that's how good of a guy I am.
You're posting a link to your mom?
That's it. And also, you can follow me on Twitter at Nicotina_show. You can follow me on Twitch on Nicotina_show. And also on Instagram and on Vero. But on Vero, I'm Nicotina219 because I haven't figured out how to change that yet. So, but I'm pretty much on every platform. I'm not on Facebook. My wife is, though, but that's a different story. But no, I'm not on Facebook. I mean, but everything else I'm on.
Oh,
so subscribe to my channel, please.
Andre was such a good sport this evening. You know what? Look, Andre, I have told you this in person, but again, man, I did not mean for this thing about your mom to blow up.
I don't care.
I can't believe we're like 2 months into this thing now.
I know.
Like it's like on other people's shows, other people's channels. It keeps showing up.
I know.
Yeah, man, it's kind of crazy.
She's famous, man. She's famous.
She's famous.
But
started off.
Check out my show for the next 3 weeks because I'm doing it at an earlier time at 6 p.m. Eastern time on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So definitely check that out. I got to make sure that I stay above Saggy Melons on the subscriber count.
Oh wow!
Brian's bringing it up right there.
I think we're neck and neck right now.
Brian's
I'm
got
coming
a long
for
ways
you,
to go,
Nicotina. I'm coming for you.
He's coming for me.
I missed the midnight run. Come on, we're in the same time zone.
I know. It'll come back. Believe me. In another 2 more weeks after this, it'll be back.
All right.
Because I'm working an early shift at work for a couple of weeks, and then I go back to my regular shift. So then
I don't even get home till midnight most times when I'm working. So I'm like, all right, midnight run, let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm still waiting.
Hey, what was it for?
Saggy, tell us where they can find you, Saggy. Which, by the way, if you're gonna look her up on Twitter and you're typing in Saggy, make sure you get to that melons part and spell it with a Z real quick because all of a sudden all kinds of stuff will start popping up.
And you do too. You have to put the Z. If that was unintentional, but yeah, Saggy Melons with the Z on YouTube. I do make YouTube videos sometimes on Twitter, but on Instagram it's Saggy Melons with an _. So that's me on Instagram. And yeah, I do stuff and things. Oh, and on Twitch, twitch.tv.
What kind of stuff and things?
Stuff and things.
I love stuff and things.
You're not stuffing things, are you?
Yeah, no, not stuff and things, but
You got a Twitch channel?
I was going to say.
Stuffing things.
Yes, help me catch up to Nicotina and pass him, please, because now it's I don't care about sub counts until he said that. Now I all of a sudden care.
Yeah. See, I gave her motivation.
Yes, I have
Saggy Melon, do you
motivation
have a Twitch channel?
and Twitch. Yes, I do have a Twitch channel. It's Twitch TV Saggy Melons with the Z, and I do stuff
Do you
there
play
too. So.
play games or do you just like talk to?
Oh, I play games. I play games and hang
Just
out.
stuff and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
I
Puff
do
and
stuff
puff.
and stuff. Saggy stuff. The
Puff and
saggy
stuff.
Wait, you're stuffing saggy stuff?
I'm
Stuff and
stuffing
saggy stuff.
Oh, I mean,
saggy
Interesting.
things.
What are you doing, Saggy? I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know. Now I feel bad because I made somebody angry about panties, and I feel very upset now.
Oh well, don't feel upset about it. Never look.
Never
You
feel
should
upset about panties.
never feel upset about panties.
I just
No,
wanted
no.
some Poindexter Lounge underwear, guys. Like my God.
Like,
They don't sell them on the thing.
maybe
to
Enosh can make that happen.
You know, I usually tell people
Maybe
like
ask Tiff
if you buy merchandise to send me a picture of you in the merchandise, but I don't think that's appropriate for me to ask somebody to like take a picture of them. Like
I don't think Tiff Mommy would approve at
Would
all.
can
Absolutely
you
not.
get one that says like juicy over?
What
the
if it was me who won?
I'll buy a
Hey.
pair.
I
What
do
if
it for
I-
Tony.
You got that
Wow.
video of Matt Jarbo as Raven.
I do it for Tony.
But
100%.
but speaking of which, don't forget we do have the Teespring store where you can find all kinds of great Poindexter Lounge merchandise. We got our 2 cents on nonsense shirts. We got one of our favorite weird nonsense. We do our show on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 2 cents on nonsense, where we tackle all kinds of crazy nonsense. And this Thursday we will be tackling this whole story of Mike Zero actually getting quoted by somebody. My gosh,
You know he's loving that right now.
oh, he's loving it, but he's still got zero credibility.
Wow.
Great shirt. Good shirt. I like that shirt.
Yeah, I like that shirt too. And don't forget our brand new one, our Jawas United Union label Tatooine shirt. And all you can get that logo on a bunch of different things too. So thanks to everybody.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember, guys, we're going to restore the Snyderverse. Let's do it in a positive way. And they can't take this away from us. 2.2 million households in just a matter of a couple of days and 954,000 in the UK. Don't always believe the negativity when they try to spin it one way to us, because we know better than that, don't we? So, look, like I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Oh, they will try. They will definitely try. But they also told us that the Snyder cut did not exist, that it was a pipe dream, that's not how movies work. That's not how Hollywood works. Yeah, that didn't age very well, did it?
And
Neither will
Enosh. Sorry.
Neither will this. So, ladies and gentlemen, remember, stay positive, keep pushing. Don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter either. But you know what? Seek to have conversations. Seek to have good conversations with others, and try to come to some, common ground. And if you do those things, you'll always have a place here in the Poindexter Lounge. Until next time, thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone who gave a super chat tonight. Thank you to all of my moderators. Thanks, Brian, for doing double duty as usual. Appreciate you, man. And thank you to our new members, and everyone who gave a super chat tonight. You are greatly appreciated. And we'll see you guys next time. Stay nerdy.
Thanks for having me in.